Unfortunately, yes.
Fuck.
Alright. Yes, we are ready. We have begun. Hello,
Have
everybody. Welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with my players. Sudz. I did have a Sudz.
No.
Oh. Harlan.
Hello.
Sam.
Hello.
Simon.
Hello.
Jamie.
Hello.
And Infernal.
Oh.
Alright.
We're all going to die.
hmm?
We're all going to die.
You don't know
We
that
are.
yet.
No, one day we are.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's a fact of life.
Except
Well,
for Sasha.
Except for
you
Elsyan.
will. Yeah.
Okay.
Sasha
Elsyan
and
might
Elsyan.
not, we might not get to level 20, okay?
Why not?
True.
We might die.
True.
But then
Okay.
that will validate.
You know, because I'll just not die.
Or,
Yeah, so
simple,
Sasha will be
Elsyan.
fine.
or what I did, I stupidly multi-class into something.
But then
That's a
I've already
what?
fixed that system by having ghost leveling be a thing post 20.
Shh.
Anyway.
God, Elsyan was second wind. Ugh.
Second wind wouldn't be that big a deal. Action surge maybe.
might be helpful.
Action surge.
Oh, that is tempting.
Pretty sure Elsyan barely has a first wind.
No, Simon, that hurts coming from Queglod.
Oh man. So
Now, I have over 100 hit points. I'll have you know.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Admittedly, not all of them are hers, but still.
Alright, so thank you to Zenosa for all the artwork. Combat maps like the one you see on the screen is made in Dungeon Bear Studio. Non-combat maps, like this one up here, were made on incarnate.com. And thank you to Tabletop Audio for all the free sound and music you provide. So, I think we'll just get straight on with this. Last session, our party of adventurers. After fending off some giant purple worms in the caverns before them, they travelled onwards into another large area. The light here was dim, and otherwise their usual sources of illumination were snuffed out, taken away from them, with Sasha using her Lumos Maxima to bring daylight to the area around, but it too was weakened, but not snuffed like the other sources of light. As the party moved, with two of their party inflicted with some form of greed or want to get where they wanted to go, the party rushed, making their way through around the crystals, for Elsyan came into communication with a humanoid form. This form was made of crystal. It sat on top of another crystal, watching the party, and communicated with him via images and singular words. Elsyan otherwise communicated back, and with a short conversation and the party splitting, the party otherwise began to realize that things weren't all as they should be. Making their way towards where this shard was, the creatures informed Elsyan that they were going to purify the party. With the party being concerned and now an attack underway, the party defended themselves against such creatures, as they otherwise invaded the individual's souls, grabbing a dark form and pulling it from them. The effect was dangerous and damning, hurting them in the process, but it successfully removed the infliction some of the party had otherwise suffered. They otherwise did not really wish to harm the party, but in some cases, in the case of Bern, he left them no choice. So, with that, the party completed their fight after realizing that they were trying to help, and thus ended with most of them badly injured but otherwise alive, and with most of the other creatures alive, these crystalline guardians for them. As they followed them, making their way towards the center of this spiraling downwards cavern, they came to the center where a more sharp angled sinkhole of the earth otherwise dug downwards towards what looks to be a large crystalline plate which covered the entrance, covered in runes and seals, which Queglod, being one of the only ones to recognize, was that this was a seal much like that of the Blind Butcher's before it was nullified. As the party arrived, they decided that they were going to rest, some of them sitting down, resting, otherwise tending to their wounds and making sure that they would otherwise recover. from the combat that they had just ensued, and in preparation for the fight that they believe is ahead. So, you're all currently sat down, your rest is otherwise completed, as you're sat with crystalline structures around, blue and purple in design. Lumos Maxima now out, as its magic has run its course. The party sits in a very low and dim blue light that illuminates the cavern. Directly overhead is that source of light as the party knows it. But the crystalline forms of these guardians, whatever they are, otherwise watch the party intently. Not interfering, just standing and watching as the party rests. Your rest comes to a close. What would you like to do? Crack a cold one.
Crack a cold one.
Crack a cold one.
Nice.
Like a cold potion with the boys.
No, this is a can of wine.
A can.
It tastes like apples and it's slightly fizzy, but a can of wine nonetheless.
Also, really living the high life then.
It would seem something Elsyan would do though. It's like, well, I will take the finest of the lowest stuff that we can get.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like,
No, I got this can specially.
oh, for God's sakes.
Okay.
It's
I
like
am
your
willing to
refillable
lose
can
money for
just so that you can
cannon.
get the every time.
It's actually, you're right. It is enchanted, and the thing is that I can reseal it and do that again.
Oh no.
Nice.
You
And then
joke,
the
but that's a
crack
legit magic item that we could make.
I mean, we should. We could sell so many of them.
Oh,
We could do versions with our faces on.
right.
Boss appears.
Dramatic music.
You were saying?
Ah,
so
I see you've got
Sasha
a cold
cider,
one.
Elsyan ale.
Ugh. That'd be Elsyan. Come on, man.
Elsyan. Malcom.
Margarita.
Oh no, I've got it. Aleuir liqueur.
A little look at no, that is good. That is good.
Mhm.
Malcom Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
Queglod.
Yeah, good luck, fucker.
Queglod to Queglodila. There's something there.
Oh,
Quaggle's cake.
a Queglod. No, it doesn't work. Oh God. Okay, guys, new plan for the session.
Oh God, forget the
Sorry.
boss.
Sorry, Chris.
This is why I wanted to tag an extra half an hour on the front.
It might be easier to get Prill rather than Queglod.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Phil's Phil. Oh, Bernburn.
Burnburn, like Bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Bern. That actually works better.
Burb.
But Rook. Oh, Rook.
What alcohol would we... Don't know.
That's hard, Rook.
Yeah.
I
Apparently.
mean, Rook rum.
Oh, yeah, that's an obvious
Yeah,
one. Rook
I guess.
rum.
Yeah.
It's still Queglod with stuck on. I mean, you can have Behold's mystery alcohol in honor of Behold.
Yeah. Fair.
I was gonna go Behold's brew.
True. Anyway,
Right. Yes. For God's sake.
No. Behold's apple drink.
Behold.
So this seal then.
What? Oh,
yes, this deal.
How the hell do we break it?
I don't know. Chris, can I get a hold of some stone cunning for this?
This will be more Arcana.
hey Chris, can I Arcana?
I don't suppose my enchanting knowledge would help me with that.
If you're trained in Arcana, You are Queglod, or
Elsyan.
This is a point. I have that book. I don't
Yeah.
suppose that's going to have anything.
yeah, that's the reason I said
Significant.
or Queglod. I'm
Cool,
just going to
cool.
quickly.
I am also proficient in Arcana.
That works too. And I need to.
Queglod gets super advantage.
Okay, and. Okay, so unless you're proficient in Arcana or you're Queglod, there's nobody else who can actually check this.
27.
And Featherwing roll.
Featherwing proficient in Arcana?
Yep.
I'll say.
It's
Okay.
not the one on the
That's
left.
so fucking mental, and you know it.
Infernal, do you mind not figure-of-8ing my dice, please? I'm now following it.
Stop fondling his not quite balls.
I'm following
So,
it.
Elsyan, you got what an Arcana check?
27.
Okay. Featherwing and Queglod?
I haven't rolled yet. Hold on, I'll load in shortly.
16.
Thinking 27 has you beat.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Chris?
No, Chris, by my calculation, 16 is higher than 27.
Yeah. Being Featherwing knows everything, didn't you know?
Nice.
So, Featherwing looks at it, is otherwise unable to discern much. There are a few runes of abjuration in there, but other than that, the nature of its creation is far beyond her, or his, natural ability to be able to wield magic or otherwise perceive it through most means. Queglod, with your magic vision up, you kind of look at it. It is a powerful abjuration spell. It is something which you've looked into, given the book, and given your knowledge of Arcana, you've got a little bit of a edge on that as well.
It's 18 total.
Okay. 18 total. With what you understand from the runes, these were created by powerful beings to seal these creatures away. The Blind Butcher's one was one of the strongest ones, but it wasn't well maintained. This one, by the looks of it, is not as strong, but it is being maintained by these creatures. Looking at, from what you understand, Elsyan, is you kind of look over it. As much as you're not proficient in magic as everybody else, you still know your knowledge from Arcana.
I went to school.
You went to school. Where you're more specialized in psionics for your natural understanding of magic, you still know how magic works. Looking at this and through looking at and seeing what Queglod has to offer, it similarly is a powerful rune and otherwise imprisonment spell put in place to stop whatever's trying to get in. This is 9th tier magic of the highest order, and looking at it, it could be dispelled, but that would only suppress it. The crystalline wall behind it is otherwise a setting, almost a doorway where it's put in place. As you kind of think about it, there are ways to break imprisonment spells, either if you can meet the condition, or if you're simply perseverant, or if you persevere enough to mar and destroy the seal through other magical techniques. Through your understanding, the Prince of Blood did something similar to this, but he had researched it and looked into how to do it beforehand. You'd be working from scratch, trying to figure out how to unwind this imprisonment spell from here.
Now, as a player, I am presuming this imprisonment spell is also the spell imprisonment. That is a spell.
Yes.
So it's the one with the, depending on the component, it does different things.
Depends on which one that it triggers and what kind of seal it is,
Do you like the one that shrinks them down and puts them into a pearl?
This one, do you think, just buries them deep beneath you?
Well, definite imprisonment, and if I remember correctly from last session, Chris, I did my shard sense, and it was directly below us, wasn't it?
Yes, it stops at the seal. Seems to be that it's not allowing you to go through it. Shard sense, I mean.
Weird, but okay. Well, do we have any way to tunnel underground? Didn't think so. Wait a minute. So
Yeah.
Elsyan's head turns to Malcom. Can you dragon form again?
I'm in dragon form.
Oh, why? Wow.
Can you
this
dragon form on top of your current dragon form?
This wine.
Dragon squared.
Wait, Matt, what you're
God.
telling me is you're not always a white dragon? You're a white dragon, right? Oh,
Yes.
This wine is very strong.
Yes,
Lines.
I am a white dragon
I've
currently.
had that canned wine for a long time.
It's fermented more. Oh,
God.
I've been saving it for a special time. That's what I really didn't.
Hang of metal.
So you want me to dig?
Actually, wait. Is there a path that continues going down?
Yes, it lies beyond the seal itself.
What is this made out of? All of this.
The area
Is it
around
just
here
this crystal?
is made of crystal. I would say, Elsyan, from your general understanding of imprisonment, along with what you also know from having access to the spell at a later stage, Queglod, the imprisonment spell prevents abnormal measures to reach the creature. This means that, say, for example, a purple worm were to burrow through, it's not going to unearth the creature.
Okay.
The spell needs to be gotten rid of in order to access the creature itself, but a good thought nonetheless.
Well, I suppose we should carry on down the path.
We've got to get rid of the spell first.
We have to get rid of the seal first.
Well, why can't we just smash our faces against it and hope for the best?
Go for it,
Wow,
Elsyan. I want to
wine
watch
is-
this.
Wow, this wine is strong. No, ignore that plan.
Oh. Looking forward to that.
Hey, Elsyan.
Fine, one headbutt.
Elsyan. Elsyan.
What? I'm about to headbutt something here.
Could you, Queglod, Malcom, and Rook, all touch the door at the same time for me?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that's wine. Oh,
Suppose.
that's not wine anymore. I am so sorry. Beg my pardon. What am I apologizing to you fucks?
Are you drunk, Sam?
Oh.
No.
It's the
I just
heat.
It is the heat, and yes, I am drinking cider right now, but I'm not drunk yet.
Not drunk yet.
I
Nice.
thought,
Yet. Okay,
my
then.
thought process is, all four of you have incredibly powerful artifacts on you. Lighthouse, Nightmaker, Comet Strikers, and Lapis Crescendo. It's possible that because Lapis Crescendo was here in this place, it might play a part, and also with the other three being powerful artifacts in their own right, that might be able to.
So what
These
do you
things, every seal has to have a way to break it.
Correct.
Whoever set
Okay.
this would have wanted that whoever was going to open it to be able to kill whatever's inside.
hence Lapis Crescendo being here as powerful artifacts that
It's a maybe. It's a shot in the dark. I just say maybe give
It's
it a
worth
go.
a try.
So what are you suggesting?
Okay.
I rub the cloak up against it.
Let's go rub against the seal.
Well, it's better than headbutting it.
All of you rub the seal. Fondle that seal.
I'm gonna go and rub the seal, specifically in the middle.
Oh, I'll rub the bottom. You
Oh yeah.
can't
Also, you've got the axe of fuck you, so maybe that'll do something.
With one hand, I'm gonna rub the seal. With the other one, I'm gonna rub it with the axe. There's gonna be lots of action going on here.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll hold up Nightmaker to it as well. See if this does anything.
And I am holding up Lapis Crescendo.
Each of you moves down to the surface of here, kind of moving down the edge of the sinkhole. The stone is solid and has good handholds and footholds, making you climb up and out, or down and in this case. As you climb down, Elsyan, you see a number of messages, images from one of the creatures nearby. You see the images of each of you moving up to the seal, and almost in a predictive manner, you watch as the seal is otherwise removed, but there doesn't seem to have a method of understanding on what you're going to do.
Well,
As the seal is removed, and you watch as each of you go through or break through the crystal that lies behind, you watch as it, along with the others, begins to chant, and the crystal reforms.
Okay.
You get the following message from them. Break and reseal. They're going to seal you in there once you've entered.
Okay.
Okay, so Sasha's running up and be like, okay,
You don't know this.
Elsyan's the only one who knows this.
You don't know this. Chill. Yeah, they're going to. Once the seal is broken and we go through, they're going to reseal it.
oh, so we should probably be in there. Okay,
Just
come on, Bernie boy.
Gather around, everybody. Let's pass it. No. Oh, we are about to just rub up against this. Well, effectively, I think to us feels like a wall.
Yes.
We're
As
going to grind against the wall.
As you climb down into this, you have nowhere to stand except on the seal. Rook, being the first one in, takes the little bit of a leap to land on it, and your feet land solid on almost an electrical field, which repels you in a weird way. You feel like you're floating, but it's solid ground. It's a very strange and weird sensation.
I don't like this.
As you and the four designated move up and proceed to place your artifacts or rub it with your hand in a seductive manner, you otherwise see the energy across it arcing and moving. It seems to be reacting, but it doesn't dispel. At which point, Rook, were you going to try your axe?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you have your axe, and you have your Dispel Magic ready. Go ahead and roll me a d20. Natural 20.
Okay.
At this moment, as you place the axe down on the surface of it, you watch as the seal on the outside cracks, and you watch as the forms around it begin to pull away and outwards, peeling off and crumbling short as each of the inscribed joins begins to break and wither. In this moment, you each are released from the surface of this and land on the solid crystal surface below. And below you can see a pathway leading down, which you're going to have to dig.
I can dig it.
Right. This is a job for Malcom then.
After you, big dragon boy.
Okay.
Wow, this wine is really getting to me. I shouldn't drink any more.
Big dragon, Daddy Malcolm.
So, as you proceed to try and make your way down, go ahead and make me an athletics check, please. Let's determine how much time it's going to take for you to get down here.
Athletic. What's the strength of this thing again?
+4, I believe.
It's a young white dragon.
Correct? Does it have proficiency?
No, just in perception and stealth.
That's a +4 then. Go ahead and roll.
This.
Okay.
My goodness.
You begin to dig through the ground as you tear through the crystal. As you're going, it's taking time. Digging down is a lot more difficult compared to digging sideways. Sideways, you have to worry about the potential cave-ins, but otherwise you can form a hole where it would otherwise be stable. Digging down, it seems to refill itself, almost like sand. And as you kind of dig, it's getting more and more difficult. As the rest of you are watching, about an hour goes by, uneventful. There's not much to do during that hour.
Can I help by scooping the bits of crystal that he's digging up and throwing them out of the hole?
Okay.
So sort of moving the... Yeah, Elsyan will help somehow, using telekinesis probably, to try and pull it away
I will do that.
Put the dirt
Also,
somewhere
I'll
else.
be gathering up some of the crystal.
As you're trying to shovel and move bits of it out, the hole has to be made... Can either be made wider to accompany all of you, or one of you?
I mean, okay, he's a big dragon. Surely at least 2 people can fit in there.
Yeah.
If you want to try and squeeze more in, you can.
I think 2 of us is probably a good idea.
Right.
More.
It might be a bit of a squeeze with Rook, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, considering my size, I'll
I'm
Hang around
bordering
outside.
on small, and Elsyan is thin. We should be. I think us two can fit in.
Okay.
I will squeeze with Sasha.
Okay.
Fucking hell, the seat really is getting to me.
I would like both of you to make me athletics checks then, please. Disadvantage.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, I should have gone with the athletics. I'm proficient in that.
Guess what Elgin definitely isn't proficient in?
Is with disadvantage, Elsie.
I mean, I do pretty good no matter what.
Whoops, did not
Uh,
oh, that's sad.
It's a plus
Uh,
4.
so-
21, Chris.
8!
8. Elsyn, as you're there, you're trying to move all of this, and it's tiring. Just lifting up bits of crystal,
don't
trying to throw
remember
them
me.
out, that you watch as they roll back
Answer.
in.
Answer.
Yeah, that's a fucking point, Elsyan. Why are you using your muscles, you idiot? Use
He
your
didn't.
brain.
He said he was using telekinesis.
You want to try and use telekinesis on the crystal?
Well, I'm trying to, like, scoop up some of it and pull it back, yes.
Okay. As you go to move it with telekinesis, kind of dragging the crystal seems to be fairly easy to move in this manner. But given you can only control one object at a time, for tiny grains and a limit to
Oh.
5 pounds, this is going to take a lot of time by telekinesis.
Wait a minute, I've got a better plan. Does anyone have a plate or something? Sasha, do you have a shield?
You know I have a shield. You can see it on my fucking. Just use the fucking shield.
Thank you. I am going to use the shields.
Okay. You lift the shield and you proceed to use it as an improvised scoop. Sasha, as you proceed to scoop up bits of it, taking bits for yourself as well, small chunks and shards here and there, you begin to scoop and move it out, allowing Malcom to freely dig without needing to worry about it collapsing in on him again. This does, however, take some time. When digging down, you need to be careful. There are a few times when the rock or crystal begins to fall inwards, and some of you have to move out of the way and prevent yourselves from otherwise taking any harm or damage from small shards chipping away. Rook, Queglod, and Bern, are you doing anything at this moment?
I mean,
if
there's not a
there's
whole lot I can really do.
If there's a big pile of crystal acclimating, we can attempt
Yeah,
to
I
try and
can-
move that out the way so that there's. Even if we can't access the hole directly, we can make sure it's not piling up too much.
Okay.
Dispersing it
Um,
from the edge. Quite happy
There's
to
not
do
really a
that.
lot
Yeah,
I can do in terms of.
Basically, we're running like a conveyor belt system here to
Okay.
just get it out of the way so there's no chance of it piling up and crushing us underneath.
Yeah, I can't do
Just-
too much in terms of mass movement, but I can try and.
Does anyone know how long Malcolm's got left in his dragon form?
Oh, fucking ages. It's dumb.
He had 5 hours. He spent 20 minutes walking, or 15 minutes walking to the winches. He then took about 5 minutes getting down. He then spent about another half an hour, or 20 minutes-ish, moving into the middle of the cave. Took the fight, half an hour. Moved through, dug, another fight, short rest. Moved into this
Wait.
one, fight, another short rest. It's been about 4 hours. It's been about 3.5 hours when you started. It's been an hour since. You've got about half an hour left of Malcolm's on it.
I don't know if this affects the calculations at all, but he didn't transform until the fight started.
That is true.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, so in which case he'd have an additional half an hour, so
Cool.
Okay, so we've got time. That's fine.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep dispersing stuff,
Mm.
like all the crystal.
Let's see how far we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And So- when this inevitably fails, we'll try the proper route. Whatever that is.
So,
Dig it,
Malcolm,
guess.
I'd like you to make me another athletics check, please. This one is with advantage as you are receiving help.
Wow.
13. You dig into the crystal more as your claw breaks through onto the other side. It's been about 45 minutes now, so you've got about 15 minutes or so until it runs out. As you dig through, you break through, you've gone down about 30 feet or so with this conveyor belt system needing to move bits up. You've had to have created layers to move it up successfully. As you break through into what looks to be a staircase. The staircase itself looks to be about maybe 4 foot across and about 8 foot tall. A dragon you're not going to fit through.
Yes.
The rest of you see this as the forms of the Guardians move up to the edge and look down across all of you. They each bow and nod their head as each of you communally hear good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, and keep up the
Diggy,
good work.
diggy hole.
my
I am
God.
a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Sorry.
At which
What
point,
is that song?
at which point,
Original song of your people.
at which
You have
point
copyright
they
on that.
begin to perform a ritual. Clasping their hands together, you watch as the crystal which you have otherwise piled up begins to turn into a liquid as it begins to swirl around the top of which you otherwise sealed over.
That's not ominous at all.
If they could have done that to start with and let us through.
Oh, let's face it,
On the one hand, this means I get to dig more hole. On the other hand, all of the hole I dug is gone.
But Sasha, I don't. You've never expressed any interest in digging holes before.
Well, it's sort of like once you're in the swing of things, I quite enjoy digging a hole once I'm digging a hole, but, I'm not going to go out of my way to dig a hole unless I'm already digging a hole.
Is that a dwarf thing? For once, not actually being racist to you lot, but still. Is that a dwarf
It might be. It might just be because I was raised with it,
I once heard a story where dwarves dug too deep. Let's hope we don't experience that.
That's like most stories we get told in the
I'd like it known that this case, it was a dragon that dug too deep. I just helped.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somehow-
I just swear the dwarf was up there doing all the work.
When this
I
gets
was doing more than fucking Elsyan, that's for sure.
Wait, you were doing what to me?
More.
What? No, Sasha.
No, hush, dear. We can't let them know.
Shut up. I don't like you, Baka.
I think I'm gonna write a fanfic of you two.
Oh, eventually you won't need to.
Brooks, get
Either
rich
Harlan
quick
or I
scheme.
will.
Yeah, sword fighting. I'll just write.
Oh my god.
Fanfics.
Consider an alluring smash.
Ooh.
Oh
God.
Oh,
Okay.
God. And it's a book that both of us completely disavow.
While you're having
Oh.
this conversation, you watch as the liquid crystal begins to merge downwards towards the rest of you. Malcom, are you switching out of your form?
I have no choice.
Shift out of your form back to your tiefling form, and the rest of you otherwise see the cavern before you leading downwards. It's a very neat staircase.
Oh,
Down the staircase.
Okay, I would like to
Well-
know your marching orders,
uh,
and by what manner you're entering here, as in, or what manner are you proceeding, should we say?
Well, is that quick, normal, slug?
Are you taking a fast pace? Are you taking a normal pace? Are you trying to be stealthy? How are you moving?
I think it would probably be because Malcolm, you would have been at the front.
I would have been, yes.
'Cause I can't
Yeah.
believe there's going to be a lot of room to reshuffle this.
So, in which case it would be Malcom, Sasha, Elsyan, then Queglod, Rook, or Bern.
I'll go next.
I'll go last.
Okay.
I like that. I'll go last. When everyone else gets splattered, I can make the decision whether I want to stay or not.
And B will try her best to follow along. So, how are you travelling? Are you travelling at a fast pace, medium pace, slow pace?
Medium people, medium.
just an average
Yeah.
pace. Yeah.
Don't want to tire ourselves out, but we know we've got to get a little bit of a shifty up.
You proceed to travel down at a medium pace, not making yourself too quiet, but quiet enough that anything that's otherwise oblivious to most presences won't notice you. You proceed down the stairwell. As Malcom, you being the first to lead, you see that it gets dark in here. Dark very quick. You're now relying on your dark vision to see, with Lumos Maxima no longer in effect as it has its effort up. You kind of look round and you can see that it begins to spiral downwards. The floor itself is clean. There is no dust. It is immaculate and smooth. Sharp edges adorn each of the corners of the staircase, of each of the steps of the staircase. The walls themselves are smooth and angular in a square manner. You see that they spiral downwards in a curved pattern, with the occasional jut of a very sharply cut line as you make your way down. The rest of the party following. You
How dark is it in here?
darkness, pitch black. There's no light whatsoever.
Can I light my axe?
Go to light your axe, and it lights.
Huh. That works. Awesome. I can see the stairs.
Lumos?
It lights up, and it hovers next to you.
Yes. Okay, this is really weird. Like, I would have thought that this would be not allowed. You know, oh, fuck it, who cares?
Begin to make your way down the steps. Slowly you make your way down for about 10, 20, 30, 50 feet or so before you see as the stairs curve around again, going in an anti-clockwise manner, you see it opens up to a flat floor before you. You can hear mild humming.
Humming. What kind of humming?
Yes, what kind of?
Humming as in, oh, that's a giant insect, or humming as in, oh, that's a creepy cult.
You hear
Or humming as if that's a giant machine that is about to wake up and kill us.
humming as in
Or a woman humming.
a woman humming.
Oh,
As
no.
if, as
It's
you
the
would
vicious
when
horror.
you're busy creating something, whether it be sewing, knitting, painting, a
Oh, no.
quiet and relaxing manner, as there is a humming from within.
Guys, I'm pretty sure we're dealing with a vicious horror here. Like,
Woman.
I'm
I'm
pretty
holding
sure
my
of it.
hand over his mouth,
Okay.
putting my finger to my lips, and nodding vigorously.
Alright. I would like everyone to make stealth checks, please. Sasha and Rook, you make them a disadvantage due to your heavy armor.
Can I get advantage because I'm actually being silent for once in my fucking life?
Unfortunately, metal on stone is still not a nice combination.
Clank.
Unfortunately not.
Well,
shit.
it doesn't matter what I roll, that's a nat 1. 5 and 1.
Okay,
Clank.
going round
Clank.
the table,
Clankety clank.
Elsyan.
13.
Sasha, that's minus
Low
5.
is the answer you're looking for.
Okay. Malcom,
Give me one sec. Unnatural 20.
Queglod,
10.
Bern,
3.
and Rook.
4.
As
It's
you
nice
begin
to
to
know that
move
even
down,
if I hadn't royally fucked up.
Sasha, you immediately put your finger to your lips and you cover Elsyan's mouth. And as you go to do so, you turn your body otherwise, begins to clip the walls of the crystalline area around as there's a little bit of a scraping sound. Oh, Sam, we're getting echo from you.
Oh.
Or I could hear myself from you anyway. Not sure what that was. As you go to turn, there's a little bit of a scraping sound before you hear from Rook kind of leaning forward down the stairs as his massive form doesn't quite fit into these stairs. Same problem you had previously with the Morbin lair. And
Oh, my fat ass.
as there's a bit of squeaking, Bern the same as he turns small bits of metal and the spear that otherwise he carries at his side scrape against the outside of this narrow staircase. At which point you hear the humming stop.
Well,
Are we going to die?
Probably.
maybe.
Rest in peace.
Well,
It's time
I-
to
I vote
put
we
on
try
the old
flattery.
Smashfist charm.
Okay.
Are you saying that out loud, Sasha?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That was a joke, Chris.
Okay.
I hear
Can I
it in
peek around
Sasha's
the
mind.
corner?
Peeking around the corner, you look round and you see that it opened up into a smooth crystal floor cavern. The surface is strange. You look down and you see that it looks up. You look across and you see yourself standing in an open. But you can see ever so slightly through it. It is like almost a perfect reflection of you. As you look down and you look around, you see your form standing there, and you see the doorway and the archway that lies ahead of you. It's all clear, but it's a kind of a low blue crystal of some form that's extremely reflective.
I don't like this. Well, we made noise. They heard it. Let's go out.
Hang on.
Okay,
Hang on. 1 sec.
What?
All right. I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the door, and I'm
The rest of
gonna
the
call
party's
out.
in your way at the moment, so you're all going through the door.
Guys, move!
We
What are
gotta
you
go
planning?
in.
Okay,
I
tell
need
us
to
what you're
talk.
planning. For what?
I
To
don't know
what?
if she's listening. I'm gonna say that the Prince of Blood is gathering everyone. He's rescued the blind butcher, and I don't know. I'm trying so she doesn't surprise us. I think if we, come across as
Look. Can we just go talk to the no doubt very pretty lady?
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
want to
well,
do.
I think stealth
Very
is
well.
out of the question now, so let's get moving.
Clank, clank, clankety, clank, clankety, clankety, clank, clank.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I've heard that clanking before. It was you!
As you move out of the archway into the clear opening, you see the reflective blue flooring around you. As you enter the fray, Sasha, you watch as your orb snuffs out and falls to the floor. Ting! Ting! And you watch as the edge of it chips. Magical items can't do that.
What?
Oh
She broke
no.
the item.
As Elsyan, you move through, you kind of look around, you can't sense anything, you can't feel anything within this room. And as you shard sense, you detect nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. No
Nothing.
shards in existence whatsoever.
Now that's a lie.
Queglod, as you proceed to move into this room, your magical vision, which is picking up your friends, flickers and dims. You're no longer seeing through detect magic. Bern, as you move through, your spear falls to the ground, mundane and useless. It is disabled until you finish your next short rest. And Rook, as you enter in, you look around, and what do you say?
My lady, we've come. We've got good news. The Prince of Blood is currently trying to recruit all of his ex-comrades. He's rescued the blind butcher, but we're here to check up on you to make sure you're ready and able to his call.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh God.
The most
Ever...
uncharismatic person here. What's my persuasion? How
Are
is
you
that
less
3?
charismatic than
Yeah,
me?
proficient.
Wow, that's a 10.
And
You
It's
shout.
fine.
You shout this out.
She could have an insight of -12.
There is a pause before you hear the words, "My beloved."
Yes.
Call you.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, fuck
We're
me.
in danger.
Okay.
Whilst we got the time, I'm going to pick up my orb and put it in my bag.
You pick
And
up
the
your
little
orb.
chip. And whatever chip was
Yeah.
taken out of it.
You take the small chip. You put both of them in your bag.
Okay.
Oh,
Are
and
you
Rook, your
ready
axe is out
to-
as well.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that's the only thing that actually affected me. I guess my axe isn't going to ignite anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Right. God's sake. Are you ready to answer the prince's call?
There is no response.
Okay.
You should
Guys.
know. I'm always ready.
Very good. Very good. So,
Trying to get this far.
I expected this
Come
to
on.
fail.
Come on. You got this.
We believe in you. Keep going.
Jesus, I'm actually sweating.
That's because of the heat wave.
Yeah, that's a heat wave, definitely. Right. My lady, I've heard that your beauty is staggering. Can we see?
May. Make your way to the center, or I cannot leave.
Ah, yes. Right. I will make my way to the center.
Before
I'm
you,
sorry.
I think the rest of Elsyan's going as well.
as
We
you
all
look
follow.
around, just as a general note, as you look around, you see before you the smooth, flat surface hits a vertical wall, which is mostly smooth, and you see to the right and left of it there are small openings before the rest of the cavern on your side opens outwards to the right and left. Queglod, with your vision, this is a horrible place to be. This is a very brightly lit mirror cavern, effectively. You can see pretty much every reflection off of here, and it is very distorting to look at. It continues off to the right and left before it hits two more walls on the back, which are otherwise rough crystal, it seems. You can see the mirrors themselves don't reflect as much on these outside surfaces, but the room itself seems to be circular with a series of box and angular walls which are reflective, with a few openings, two on this side, and whoever knows however many on the other sides. Seems to be box-like from this angle.
Right.
Could be worse.
I don't want her getting a jump on us. I feel like I'm walking into trap walking in the middle though. Well, I
mean-
guess we're doing it.
Yeah, you're not going alone though.
No.
You all make your way forward. Travelling and moving through, you proceed to make your way towards which opening? The left one or the right one?
She said the middle, didn't she?
Did.
Okay.
There
Going to
is
the
no
bit-
middle.
Oh, right. The
Always go left.
left. Yep, alright, fine. Elsyan's wisdom.
Wait, no,
Uh,
what?
You travel through the left one. Is your marching order changing?
I mean, Rook's in front.
I'll go more towards the front, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
But otherwise remain the same?
Yeah, sure.
As Rook, you lead the way, you travel towards the opening and you look around. You see that it bends immediately to your left, where you meet another wall, but this one is rather small, as it then cuts into another opening leading to the outside, this box, and another wall which continues on travelling down. You see straight ahead of you is a thick bit of crystal. It is rough, but it has mirror-like surfaces, distorting the way your body is imaged, like the funky mirrors you see at fun houses.
Nice.
To the right of you, the wall itself is also distorted, but it travels further onwards, down a corridor where there is another left turn. Further on, you see another wall right at the far end, but you do not know exactly how it stands. But it would roughly line up with the rightmost entrance.
Left again then? Guys?
Left again?
Guys? Question mark? Left? Straight
Left.
on?
Always left.
Always left. Always left. I
Okay.
feel we're going to end up going round in a circle at this going
We
round.
are.
Always left.
Okay. It's only a very short left, and as you kind of go to the left and you look down, it leads to a long straightway as it turns rightwards past this large, thick bit of crystal, and left, leading out back to where you just back to the area near to where you just came from.
Okay. I'm lost
Another
too.
night.
I mean, it is a maze of mirrors. This place is absolutely horrible. Okay, right then, I guess.
Okay, travelling down and travelling to the right, you see before you a slight kind of decrease in the stonework. You see where is a rough stone floor, it bends inwards slightly, and you see the reflection of a pool. look around and you don't see anything. You see across the way is another way out. To your left and right, another ways out of this box-like area.
Look into the pool.
I will look into the pool. I heard a voice in my head saying so.
Travel forward and do so. As you stand there and you look in the pool, it is reflective, and you see your own reflection and image look back and upon you. You don't see anything else. The water is otherwise clear as it hits the floor of this at some form of natural spring.
Okay. So, what is there now? There's a left and a right now, isn't
There's
there?
a left, a right, and a straight on.
Yeah, Elsyan?
Hey,
I didn't-
Sorry.
Go on. Ah, fuck it. Okay. Well, I did say always left, but it's been complicated. There is now a middle option.
Hey, the middle option.
Sure.
I've got to say this. Out of character, should we let her know that the Prince of Blood has married someone?
No.
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 It's a dumb idea.
No.
She
No,
did
no.
say
That would
for
be
the love
fucking
it.
dumb.
Okay, how much do we want to anger this woman, and and where is our anger going to go?
We
Yeah.
can anger her when we see
Mm.
her.
That's it. I mean, it's more that that was the thing. I was like, I don't want the element of surprise as we enter her room and she blows us to Kingdom Come.
Exactly.
Again, at least if we can get to her on a positive note and then fight her when we're there, that's
Rook-
good.
Rook and Queglod. As you're standing and you're kind of looking around these different directions, your axe suddenly lights up,
Oh,
and your vision comes back to you. There is a light within your bag, Sasha, or suddenly it goes out again. Your vision is lost.
can I point my axe at the different entrances and see if it has any response?
Point it to the leftmost one. Nothing. Point to the middle one. It lights.
Okay.
To point to the rightmost one.
Yeah.
It lights. Stays lit, or it snuffs. As you pull your axe back to you.
Okay. So there's magic.
The left
So
is the one that turned it off, and I think she was turning it off.
Yeah, so do I. Okay, I'm gonna go in the direction where it snuffs it. Because I get the feeling she's the drain on the magic.
You move to the leftmost one. Travel forward and you reach the edge of it, and you see that it goes to an immediate right or left with more of this wall ahead of you.
Okay, I'm going to try pointing the axe again.
Both ways it remains snuffed.
Okay.
Split up and look for clues, gang.
No.
No, I think that's gonna be a bad
Yeah, I don't
idea.
think so. It was a joke. Itself, split up and look for clues, gang. Is such a way to convince people.
You
to-
hear the reply, "Who are your friends with you?"
They're my minions. They serve under me. More of an entourage.
Elsyan puts his hand up and like
I'm going, Sasha will nod.
and Elsyan, with that nod, puts his hand down before saying anything. Oh.
Right. Okay. Left or right? Actually, I gotta ask. How do you navigate this maze?
There is no reply.
Okay. Right, fine.
Go left.
Left.
All right.
Right.
Go left. Left.
All right.
I felt to see how continuing to go left forever will help us get to the middle.
No. Right. We'll go right. We'll do right. We went
Okay.
left last. We'll go right this time.
You
No,
go
we went
right.
right last, didn't we?
As you move round to the right, you
Left.
travel along the little bit of corridor, and you see that there is a turn to your left and a turn to your right a little bit further on. Your turn to your left leads you back out into the open, whereas the one to the right leads you back along a corridor circling in on itself.
Hey Chris, with my high wisdom score, do you want to give me a physical representation of this?
There you go. You are currently here. You took the path, going forward, going up, going down, going through, turning right, and now you're here.
So basically, we're just playing hide and go seek.
Seems that way.
Honestly, it feels like we have to go into the pool, or we have
It
to
does.
go to a mirror or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna, since how I know the direction to the pool, I'm gonna go to the pool. No, I know the pool's in the middle.
Are
She's
you
going
going to turn
the
back
middle.
around, or are you going to go round this way?
I'm gonna go around this way.
Wander around this way, heading back towards the pool.
Okay, I'm gonna walk into the middle of the pool.
Take a few steps down, standing in the central surface of the pool. Stand there for a moment before you watch as the pool begins to shimmer. Its reflective surface begins to give way as it begins to thicken, almost like mud.
Back away!
Are you backing away?
Elsyan's hasn't even stepped in.
No.
Remain standing in it.
I mean, I have got the ring of water walking, so I'm hoping that will keep me
Did you,
afloat.
did you want to be above the water, or did you want to be in the water then? If you've got the ring of
I'm in
water
it,
walking?
but
Okay.
if I need to
Jump and be on
jump,
water.
yeah.
Okay. As you walk up and you stand there, Elsyan and Malcom.
Oh boy.
The two of you, as you're standing there, kind of getting a general look around. With your dark vision, it's a little bit more difficult. But with as you're just looking around, you see a movement in one of the reflections, a quick movement. The movement of what looks to be a human form. The form is difficult to tell. It is pink and yellowish, otherwise naked, no clothing. As it runs, you see what looks to be a mass of dark purple hair strewn back along the back of its head as it rushes past. It moves beyond your vision, and for that moment you watch as Rook's axe lights up before going dim once more. As you stand within the pool, Rook, take 4 points of acid damage as the pool otherwise begins to wrap around your legs.
Maybe get the fuck out of there.
Don't just go, get out!
Yeah, fine. I'll get out.
Make me a strength check, please.
If I fail this, Rook will hang his head in shame. That's 9 plus 10.
Strength check, not strength save.
Oh, right. Cool. That's 4 plus 9. 13.
13. You attempt to pull yourself free as it begins to hold you fast and in place. Take another 3 points of acid damage.
Okay.
The rest of you see
Can I
this as
try-
Rook is
can-
otherwise trying to pull himself free.
Can I try and help?
Okay. You move up, you reach for Rook as the two of you clasp hands and begin to pull. Go ahead and make me a strength check with advantage if you wish to do so.
I'm assuming this
Me
is
or
Rook,
Sasha?
okay.
This will be Rook.
Oh, I'm rolling one of
18.
14.
Oh, thank God for
You-
advantage, am I right?
You're pulled.
Yeah.
You're pulled through as you step solidly onto the surface once again. The water goes clear and no longer gooey as it goes back to its typical constituency. Consistency, not constituency.
Okay.
That's two different things.
Right. My lady, how do we free you from this?
Free me? Well, why should I be free?
So we can get you out of here.
Just-
Why do I want that?
You would like to remain here?
Can I try and insight the tone in her voice?
Make me an insight check with disadvantage, given you have no facial recognition. Or no facial prompts, I should say.
You. Okay. Okay. The Prince of Blood.
What's your total?
10.
10. You try and listen in. It's hard to tell. Whatever this person thing is, it seems to be what you think it is. That's as much as you've managed to gather as a party. You've all got high enough intelligence that you've figured out that this is probably the Venacious Horror, as Rook thinks. It knows who the Prince of Blood is, it seems, and via the manner that it's talking, it seems to be confused, but it's hard to tell.
So, should we piss it off now?
Say that out loud to the rest of your party.
Oh my god.
Okay. Look, I'm just before whatever that is. Do you not wish to return to the side of the prince?
He was no longer a prince. Last time I saw him.
A lot has changed. All for
He's already been here.
Maybe.
He was sealed away for a very long time. Last we heard, he was going into hell, the plains of hell, to reclaim a crown.
And you are less informed than I. Does that mean that you are not allies of his?
Let's just fucking.
Should we just piss her off?
Can we please?
Sasha,
Hmm?
as you're standing around kind of listening into this conversation, you get a look around. And with your stone cunning, you see pieces of stone which do not match the stone and crystal which you stand on. They are a lighter grey, finer. It's strange.
Okay.
Can I intuit what that means at all?
Roll me a d20.
Yeah, let's do the 1. Hopefully all the bad luck is left already.
It's not how-
Nope.
6. You kind of... Do you wish to crouch down and otherwise investigate it, or are you just going to try and just tell from this distance?
I'm gonna go towards it.
Crouch down where it's at your feet, you kind of scoop it up and you rub it finally in your hands. It's dust. It's very fine and granular. Not like the rock in this area. It's come here from outside somewhere.
He has already visited you. Alas, we were unaware. My apologies.
No more words are spoken. Form says nothing. What do you wish to do?
Alright, shall we just piss her off and see if she comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it.
We have been sent by one who claims that she wants the Prince of Blood as her own. Claims that she is more beautiful than yourself. We have come to kill you.
Isn't that the lady that's currently pregnant with his child?
Yes, it is.
Twice
Interesting.
pregnant. Twice pregnant.
Twice
actually.
pregnant. Yes.
As you're all standing around Elsyan, you feel a very cold presence rush over you.
Oh no.
As you hear the words spoken relatively close behind you, his children. I would like all of you to position yourselves on this map, please, within the central chamber, given where you were.
Right. We're using the bits up here?
Yep.
If we come in via this way, stood here, I'm going to say
We
probably
probably
there.
should.
I'll be near Sasha, won't I? Because
Yeah,
Sasha
I'll
dragged me out.
Actually, I promise it's
Where are
fine.
you trying to be, Bern? You're not wholly on a tile. That one?
One tile at a time.
You can just let go and pick up.
Let go. Just let it go. There we go.
You're quiet, by the way.
Trying to decide where to go. Hold on.
Where's my Sasha tile?
What? No, that's the big Sasha tile. This one up here.
Oh, my- Okay,
I am big now.
It's almost entirely a detriment to be big.
Not
Sort
for
of.
smacking.
Okay,
Even for smacking.
good to know.
I've seen that go badly for people.
At this moment, as you're all standing there, Elsyan, you hear this behind you, and you instinctively turn round to see this. You see this form. You've aggravated it, so none of you are surprised. I'd like all of you to roll initiative.
Yeah, scary ghost bitch.
At least we, got it on our tenses. We're not surprised.
Let me double check.
Okay, so 25 to 20. 20 to 15
16.
on Queglod. 15 to 10.
12.
10 to 5?
9.
9 on Sasha. 6 on Malcom, did you say?
Yep.
5 to 0. 0 to minus 5? Bern and Rook?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I said 10.
sorry.
Oh, I think your mic must have not picked it up.
Oh,
I heard the 10 then.
16. Sorry, I didn't realise my thing was muted.
Ah. Okie dokie then. So,
You just kept going, -5 to -10.
minus 5 to minus 10. Bern, how did you do that?
I rolled a 1, it's a -6.
I haven't got that much negative minus.
That would
I
take.
got -1 on initiative.
Oh, okay. Minus 1 on initiative. Good to know. Okay. So, top of the round, as each of you stand there, you feel an eerie effect otherwise wash over each of you. The sense of being watched multiplies over and over again. You feel something searching for a darkness within you. But nothing seems to cling or stick.
Oh.
Queglod, it's your turn.
Okie dokie then. Yeah, sorry because I was away for a minute. Is magic working again now, or is it
Nope.
still fucky? Okay.
I understand how this wasn't going to affect Rook.
Okie dokie. That being the case, there's not a lot I can do at the moment. So I am gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. You form the dodge action. You kind of look around. You hear the words, but you do not see the form. See the rest of your companions beginning to immediately kind of battle ready themselves, preparing after Rook's motion of "We're here to kill you." Rook, you were going also at the same initiative of 16.
Right? Okay, well, I guess I can't see her.
No.
Do I just antagonise her more? Because it's not really like I've got much else to do. Actually, no, I can't Hunter's Marker because I can't see her to do that. Okay, I'm just gonna scream out, "Show your ugly face." That's pretty much it. I'm gonna hold my action till she does come in proximity.
Okay. Elsyan.
Wonderful. I'm guessing my Sonic set is being fucky as well.
You, to some degree, you can sense, yes, cannot sense the form. This means one of two things. Either it's not working, or this thing has a higher intelligence than you.
Oh no.
That is not allowed. I've got 20 intelligence, Chris.
And?
Okay. I hate you.
She has a ring of smarts.
Ring of Big Smack.
Well, okay. I am going to attempt. Oh fuck! I have to use 7 side points for that. I am going to attempt a 7 side point or a sight
Okay.
to try and find this bitch.
As you
And anything
focus,
else.
as you focus your psionics to be drawn towards your eyes, the psionics draws towards your eyes before it doesn't cling. The psionics
Oh.
fade. You spend 7 side points, but nothing happens.
7 side
God.
point, nothing happens.
Correct.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, there's nothing else I can do. So yes, that's the end of my turn.
Bern.
My turn?
Your turn indeed.
I had a big burp, so I didn't activate my mic.
Ah.
Well, I'm actually at half HP, so Blue and Virus should be out.
You want them to be? Because otherwise they should have been out throughout that entire thing. Just as a note, they should have been up with the crystal creatures. So it's
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah, let them be out.
They'll be out?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to put them?
Uh,
Actually, I'll just
yeah,
say
that should be fine.
I'll just say
That
that.
should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Since my spear is inactive, I can't really do much. The magic isn't working here, right?
No.
Doesn't seem that way, no. You see Elsyan try and use some form of psionic ability before it fails.
Which paths were the ones where the things lit up?
It was to the left that it snuff out. It's this one. So this one and this one were lit up.
So here and here
Were lit up.
it lit up, but here it didn't lit up.
Correct.
So move my way over here.
You begin to move up and round, moving round the crystalline form as you make your way over. Okay.
Does it feel like something's lifted or no?
It's hard to tell.
I'll switch to wait. Yeah, did I say like I picked up my weapon or what?
Either way, I'd assumed you would have.
Yeah, I'll try and switch to what is it called? Swarm. That's the one.
Just a moment.
Because this one is inactive until a short rest, right?
Correct, yes. Okay.
Chris just got attacked. I'm scared.
You switch to swarm. As you do, all of the small blades as they hang there in the air fall to the ground limp. It's disabled. Short rest.
That's all of them.
Sasha.
Right. What have I been able to see whilst I've been here?
Right now, everybody's kind of just gingerly looking around but hasn't seen anything. Most people were focusing on trying to cast abilities or otherwise activate.
Tell me about these crystal walls.
Looking at the crystal walls in your kind of dim vision, it's difficult to actually see them. With there being no light in this room at all, it being completely pitch black, it is a weird reflective surface from dark vision perspective. If you look at them, they have a slight sheen to them where you can see yourselves within the darkness, but otherwise it's almost as if you can see right through it. It's almost faded, about a 50% transparency through the walls as you look at them. But you see along the surface of these inner ones, they are marred with hormones. Now that you get a better look.
Interesting. Right. So clearly magic isn't working here. I can tell that much, so no point giving it a go. I'm going to. Where was it that the light was on and off? It was.
The light was off over here. Lights were on here and here.
Right.
You watch as Bern runs across just to the edge of your dark vision range as he switches to swarm, and it all falls to the ground in note.
That was dumb. Alright, I'm going over this way. Can I try and light my beard and see if there's any reaction as I'm walking to try and locate where the anti-magic is coming from or whatever it is?
Okay. So go 5 by 5 feet and tell me roughly when, if you're trying to light your beard each time.
Bump.
Okay.
Bump.
Okay.
Bump.
Okay.
Bump, and then turning over this way.
As
Oh
you
my
take a
God.
step here, your beard lights up.
Okay. In that case, can I spin on the spot to turn around the other way?
Okay.
I don't think I have any more movement left, so...
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I have one more. Okay. Boop.
Your beard stays lit.
Is he in my dark vision range?
Within your dark vision range, yeah, you see a small dim light glow from Sasha's neck.
Right.
I need to get out.
And it didn't flicker at all when I turned this way.
No.
Right. Right. I'm going to just prepare my weapon, and I'm going to be looking in the reflections of the crystal to try and locate anything that appears next to me in the reflection.
Okay.
Because clearly a physical reflection isn't going to occur.
Okay. It is now the horror's turn, as it rolled a very low roll on its initiative,
Oh my god.
which has worked in my favour, strangely enough. At this point, Elsyan, you hear movement behind you. Spin to look at it. Malcom, you're otherwise unaware of this at the moment. As the form emerges, you see a skin form. Completely naked, but no real cohesion to its body. You see patches stitched together with heavy stitch work. You see the dull yellowing of dying skin, flesh pink and new, forming a vague feminine form. You see, going all the way up to the neck is this random stitching holding it all together, the ends of its fingertips lightly clawed, as it reaches to the head. You see the form of a head, spherical in most means, light spikes coming from the collar or from the edges of the chin bones, where ears would otherwise be in place. You see, looking up, a smiling, toothed maw, all sharp like spear tips as they clench together. Moving up, you see a singular eye, and in the center of it, a purple shard like pupil. You watch as from the head, it's not hair, as tendrils with eye stalks flicker towards you all, as the Venacious Horror stands here, staring towards all of you.
How do you fight it?
Well, I understand now.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Okay. Elsyan, are you proficient in Arcana?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me an
The
Arcana
world's
check to see if you
ugliest
understand
beholder.
the effect.
Gonna stab a bitch. 23.
You've heard of creatures, aberrations of old, ones who have lingered, ones who have stayed in the mortal plane as best they are. This is far smaller than ones you've heard of tale, but looks similar to that of a beholder. Creatures able to destroy magic with their mere sight, while also holding the ability to use extreme and excessively powerful magic.
That explains so much. It's an anti-magic cone! Fuck!
Indeed it is.
Elsyan shouts that out, by the way.
Yeah, you all hear Elsyan shout that before he says fuck. At this moment,
It works on psionics.
the form says, "You're all liars." Okie dokie then.
Technically, I never lied.
Shut up, you. Alright. It is going to engage as being the most.
Well, clearly not too vain.
You a liar as well.
It's going to jump and climb with its climb speed to atop this wall here.
How high is that?
20 foot high.
Bloody ugly creature,
As
isn't
it
it?
climbs up to the top and it begins to look towards Elsyan and the rest. Sasha, your beard goes out.
You just got it.
Okay, can I make the argument that I am behind the crystal? So does it have any reflective properties at all?
It does, yes. But with pure dark vision, it's transparent through the crystal.
Bollocks.
So it can currently see you.
Well,
At
that's
this
not
moment,
great.
as it sits there, it looks down at you. It is going to fire off 2 of its eye rays.
Oh no.
Actually, no. It can see Blood and Vira as well, so I'm going to roll to see which ones I get.
Okay. Wait, if it's... Really? If I can see over here and...
Yeah.
Sasha over here, really?
Yeah. Remember, each of the eye stalks has an eye. Remember?
Oh, for the iris. Okay, I thought that was anti-magic cone. I got really confused.
No. The anti-magic cone is currently
Yeah.
pointed in your general direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not being like, oh, it's a full 360.
Hmm.
No, these are the eye rays going off now.
Okay.
Okay, Rook, I got one.
Nice.
So I need to mark down which ones I got. So I'm going to use. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave them like that, so I know which ones I got.
Are its views in the anti-magic field or no?
Fire and Blood aren't in it anymore. No.
No. I mean, can it fire eye beams in the anti-magic field?
You don't know. But it's not firing them. But where it's currently looking, it's firing the eye stalks away from it. So, potentially.
Okay, that's wrong.
Okie dokie then. So, I would like. Let's see here. I would like Blood to make me a wisdom saving throw. But that one. I would like. Bern to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
A what?
A dexterity saving throw. You heard me. And Queglod, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw as well, please.
No, boy.
That was a very dangerous dice roll. Infernal.
Okay. What did Blood get?
Dude got a 5.
Okay. Blood is frightened for the next minute. He's not able to get closer to the Venacious Horror. Has disadvantage on everything while it can see the Venacious Horror. And it can make a save at the end of each of its turns, repeating the save. This lasts a minute. Bern, what did you get for your dexterity saving throw?
16.
16. There's a fail. Your speed is halved. Actually, hold on, let's describe these. You watch as the beam from the first one, what looks to be a kind of a greyish beam, hits Blood. You watch as it permeates his body, and you watch as his form begins to shiver and shake as he is stuck in place, otherwise feared and frightened. Bern, you watch as, again, a similar grey, but this one having a slightly greenish and yellow tinge to it, strikes against the surface of your form. As it does so, you watch as the world slows down around you. Your movement speed is halved. You cannot take reactions. You can perform an action or a bonus action. You may repeat the saves at the end of your turn.
Yeah, fuck you, Chris. I
And
know.
Queglod, what did you get at Dex? Your Dex save?
21.
21. You succeed as what looks to be an orangish beam zooms past you, hitting the stone behind, hitting the crystal and the stone behind, otherwise missing you. That is the end of its turn. Malcom.
No wonder he left you for a fucking spider.
Malcolm, it is your turn.
Well, I don't think it's particular magic, so well, it might be. I'm going to Well, actually, Malcolm doesn't really understand what's going on. He knows there's an anti-magic cone, but he doesn't know how it works. So I'm going to try and beast shape.
Is this a regular beast shape?
No.
Okay.
It is one with the spell.
Okay, what level spell are you using?
4th.
Okay. You crouch down onto all fours, taking your action to begin to beast shape. You try to pump magic and energy into your transformation before you watch as the spell fades. You're unable to transform using your 4th level spell slot, which is lost, but you can still wild shape.
Oh well.
Really a surprise, honestly.
I just imagine Malcolm, squatting on the floor. Just that first couple of seconds thinking, I have transformed, and it's like, oh no, hang on, I haven't.
No. Still tiefling. Okay.
Right.
Well, then I guess from my bonus action, I will tell B to fly up and tail attack. Stupid thing.
What did you want to transform into, or did you want to just cancel the wild shape?
I'm just gonna cancel the wild shape because I can't use another spell slot, and I can't. Yeah, I can't use anything higher than a 4th or anything like that. So.
Okay. B flies up to behind the horror itself to otherwise take a tail attack. Attack for B. What is B's modifier again?
B's modifier is +9.
+9. That is a 16. Misses. As the swing is taken from the tail, the form ducks out of the way, one of the eye stalks clocking B's approach before it quickly ducks and moves out of the way as the tail swings overhead, missing. You wish to move at all?
I got a question. Is it a free action or bonus action to change to guitars?
It's a bonus action.
Oh. No, I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay. Ending your turn, it is the Lair's go.
Yay.
Okay.
Hang on, can I reach her with my range attack?
With your ranged axe.
Yeah.
What, do you mean your... I believe you have a 30-foot throw
15.
range. No, it would be
the chain.
Oh, the chain. It's a 15-foot, so you'd be able to throw and you might be able to hit, but it'll be a disadvantage given the maximum length. But still possible, unless you can elevate yourself somehow.
Okay. I was just wondering if I could use my action, but I kind of don't want to have to spend forever having to retract my axe.
I would like everybody to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit, I fuck.
Fine. It's fine.
Oh.
Please don't. Whenever I say fine, ever fine.
Oh.
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 Elf.
Oh, shit. A charisma.
I don't think I get advantage for all my great insults, but do I?
No. Unfortunately not.
Damn.
Okay. Let's see. Elsyan, what did you get?
12.
Okay, you failed. Queglod.
Really?
15.
Passed. Just. Anybody else? Everybody else? So, Sasha?
12.
Failed. Malcom.
19.
Succeed. B?
12.
Fails. Bern?
Yes.
Rook?
I failed.
Okay. So, who do we have who failed?
Everyone, pretty much.
Okay, let's see. We have Elsyan. Sasha, you failed, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Queglod passed. Oh, Bludenfire?
Nope.
Nope. B and... Okay, those of you who failed, the rest of you watch as each of them begins to stand there as they go from a very strong stance of wanting to attack, of light fear in their eyes, to a relaxed, blank face as their eyes glaze over. As you are all, for this purposes, suffering from the condition unconscious.
Oh, great. Well,
Oh god.
Still retain your hit points, but you're otherwise unconscious. Okay. End of the Lairs go. Queglod, it is your turn.
Right, son. The anti-magic cone hasn't turned since last time, has it?
Doesn't seem
Still
like it
in.
has, no.
Okay.
Which, I will give you a rough guide and gesture as to how big it is.
Wait a second. Did she just use a magic effect on us whilst we're in a cone of anti-magic?
It's
It's
a
coming
lair
It's
of
a
it.
it's a lair.
Okay, I will say this, that as far as I'm aware, like, they can't use their eye rays within
This
it
isn't an
either,
eye
so-
ray. This is the lair.
This
This
is
is
the
very
lair.
I know,
different.
it's still
No.
magic. It's an anti-magic cone. I'm just asking if that has any effect, because I want to
No,
make it very clear.
It has no effect, no.
Okay.
I want to know what the fuck is going on there.
I'm just gonna make this.
so,
Gonna put it there for now, so you have a rough guidance as to where it is. It's 120 feet, so it actually covers the board. So
Okay.
that's where she's looking.
Okay. Well, I don't want to use any spells that are gonna vanish the moment she looks at me. So, for the time being, I am going to use my action to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
that is one hell of a...
Aim for the eyes.
Go ahead and
Stab
make me
them
3
out.
attack rolls, please.
It's not actually that large. What, is that a 60 foot?
It's 120 foot, but this doesn't come with a 120 foot version. But this is half the size.
Yeah.
The other rest of it is
Yeah, we'll go
the
until
straight
that.
version.
Yeah, it goes until that vision ends, doesn't it? Or would it go further?
I don't believe it says. It says 150 foot cone as part of the Beholder stat line.
No, fair enough.
Mhm.
What's
So, I have a plus 10 to these attacks, so that is a 25, a 15, and a 21.
Hold on, can you repeat those? Sorry, I was reading the stat block.
So, 25,
Hits.
15,
Doesn't
21.
misses and hits. So 2 hits.
Cool, cool.
Go ahead and roll me damage. Oh, you've already rolled the damage as part of it. Forgot. So that is 13 plus
11, so 24.
11. Okay. You hit the surface of her skin as the force hits. The needles dig into the portion of her skin and begin to form these slight bulbs as the flesh inside almost takes the brunt of the force in a absorbent shock manner, but the damage is still done. She doesn't look best pleased.
I mean, that surprises me, to be honest.
Would you like to do anything else?
Yes, I would like to move.
Into the cone?
Yeah, that's fine for the moment. Oh, no, there we go.
There.
Yeah,
I'll move this out of the way.
cool.
Okay. As you move in, your detect magic disappears.
That's fine.
Okay. At the end of your turn, choose one of her legendary actions to fire an eye ray at B. Okay. I would like B to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a 19.
That succeeds. You watch as again that similar beam that would have hit Queglod otherwise travels past B, but B manages to dodge out of the way as the orangish energy misses her. Rook, it's your turn. In this moment, as you are standing there, you feel a slight daze and a headache as your mind begins to shake as something almost calls, but it's weird. Not entirely sure what it is. Make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, charisma. Just it had to be charisma, didn't it? to be decent.
Nope. You remain standing.
Worse.
You remain standing there, otherwise affected by this, unaware of what's happening. Okay, Elsyan, your turn. A similar thing. Your head pounds. You feel almost distant from this as you kind of look around and kind of look at your hands. It's strange. Your body almost feels slightly pulled away. Go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw.
Okay then, let's. 16.
16. At this moment, as you're there, your eyes almost shoot back as there is a vile taste in your mouth as you cough up what looks to be a small globule of green goo. As it strikes the floor, you watch as it dissipates into gas.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay. You have the rest of your turn.
Do I? Oh, that's
You do,
exciting.
as it happens at the beginning of your at the end.
Oh, very nice. Which way is it looking?
Towards you. So this away.
That way. Okay. And when does that move?
On its turn.
On its turn. Okay. So
Yes, at the let me read exactly what it says. At the start of each of its turns,
Okay.
the quote-unquote beholder decides which way the cone faces and whether the cone is active or not.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they deactivate it by just shutting that eye, don't they?
Yep.
Well, I presume I can see it from where I am.
Correct, yes. You run past in between the bits of the crystal as you look up towards it.
Right then, I am going to use my psionic mastery thing to bring it to so I get 9 side points spare.
Okay.
That's an action or bonus action? I always forget.
It's a bonus action, but you can't use any other consuming side point abilities within the turn.
Fair enough.
So it's talent
yeah,
only.
so it counts as if I've done
Cast
that.
it, yeah.
That's fair. I think actually, what else is going to do is
5:30.
yeah, that doesn't change it. If I'm here, can it see me?
Given there is still no light, yes, you can.
Okay then, it's light.
There's no light in this room at the moment. Nobody has a lit weapon or anything, so you can see through the crystal as if it's a light obscurity.
Okay, that's going to be a problem. I've got no way of creating light. So I can just straight up see through it. That's not nice. Screw it, let's see if it's actually immune to this. I'm going to play the spoopy flute.
What's the radius on that? This will also hit B, but I assume that's a sacrifice you're willing to take.
That is a sacrifice I'm sorry, but all that means is that it's frightened of Elsyan.
Wisdom saving throw, correct?
Wisdom saving throw, DC 15, 30 feet, so I might actually catch Malcom as well.
This is a radius.
Within 30 feet of me, yes.
Oh, so it would just be within 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... 30.
Okay.
So I would like 30. I would like Blue's already frightened. Can't be frightened by a source that's it's got a lower DC, so I'll say that he's otherwise immune to it.
Yeah, can't be frightened.
Rook, you are oblivious to this, so you cannot be affected. Malcom and B's oblivious to this. So actually, Malcom, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. I believe it is.
Wait, Malcolm's in the magic field. Does that affect him?
That is actually true. Yeah, so the magical effect would reach the edge and they wouldn't affect. No, that's a very good point.
Oh, very
so,
good.
in which case, it's just the horror and potentially you, if that's what you want it to be. Wisdom saving throw. That is a total of 27 on a very high roll.
Yeah, it passes. I didn't expect it to not pass.
Yeah,
but it was something.
It hears the spoopy flute, and for a moment, you hear a slight shudder of crystal, or you hear the words, "Nice music."
I thought so. Someone appreciates my music.
Farnsworth, write this down.
Farnsworth flickers back into existence. Yes, sir. Writes it down on a piece of paper.
I just, Farnsworth, how did you teleport like that? I told you weren't allowed to do that.
Sorry, sir. She took me away from you for a moment.
How? You're a living, breathing person. That's an anti-magic gun. Wait a minute. Elsyan is about to have an existential crisis by the end of this fight.
I am
Oh,
living.
God.
I am living, sir. It is simply a matter of my projection.
But you're here, always next to me. I'm a faithful servant. Farnsworth, that's what you are.
Correct,
Yes.
sir. Right. Is that the end of your turn, Elsyan?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Bern, it is your turn. I would like Blue and Vira to make me charisma saving throws, please, against the effect of the goo. Actually.
Oh, they both fucking fail.
Okay. At this moment, you watch as Blood stands there. You see what looks to be a dark mass in the back of his throat as it begins to just float there, as small veins begin to grow out throughout Blue. Same kind of thing happens with Vira, but it begins to permeate her. It's not a disease. It's not magical, you don't think. It's weird.
That's not nice.
Okay. It's your turn.
Ah, shit. Can I switch my form multiple times in a turn or just once?
You can switch it. You can switch it once for free, and then the next one's a bonus action.
Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna go well, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna summon all six of lore and then not do anything, and then they all down. Not a good idea. I will instead. I mean, doesn't really. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna major rupture.
That is a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Constitution saving.
Okay, that was a good roll. 22.
Yeah, that's a success.
On's not so high, but that was a good roll. Okay.
That was very good for her because she was 2 off of my DC.
Yeah, so she succeeds, so go ahead and roll half damage. Oh, actually,
Well,
I'm going to have her use her reaction. Go ahead and roll me the damage first, please.
I like when she uses a reaction.
33, so she takes 16 damage. Okay, making my life hard with these maths. Bern! Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. You watch as you cast the spell, projecting the hematurgy towards her. You watch as one of the eyes is hit. You watch as the wound ever so slightly bursts before the eye redirects it back at you. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. Total?
17?
17. What is your DC?
My DC is 20. Is he using my DC?
You fail.
Oh.
So you take 33 points of damage, and unless you are healed before next turn, you will take 16 again.
Well, I'm unconscious, so ha!
He can't.
Sorry.
He can't. He's got the
He
braces on.
Even without the braces, he can't.
And
do it.
vampire.
Yeah.
Those
So
things are actually. Wait. All magical items have been rendered inert.
while she's looking at them,
Yeah.
not looking at Bern at the moment.
And also he's vampire, so he
He's
can't
also a
just
vampire, so that
pop
also doesn't help.
potions.
Speaking of which, does that make you resistant to necrotic, or is that something that's just?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna double check that real quick.
Oof.
Should be the top one.
It's
So
like
that's
the worst of worst.
It should. I
Mhm.
believe
Yeah, it should. I don't
believe
think.
that's how it was for
No, you do not have resistance, but you do gain vulnerability to radiant in sunlight. That's it. Okay. So you take 33 points of necrotic damage, and you'll take 16 at the end of your next turn.
I'll try to do math.
Didn't he go into this fight blooded?
Yes.
He's going to take.
Oh,
This is going to be
shit,
very bad for him.
I didn't expect the fucking reflection, Ray.
Okay.
What's the math here? 61 minus 33.
28.
Okay.
And you'll take 16 at the end of your next turn. But keep that in mind.
Fuck life. Okay, well, I'm gonna.
That was your
does
action.
that even... Yeah, I'm gonna heartbeat myself. I don't know if this is gonna last if I do that, but yeah.
Okay. Place your hand on your chest. You beat into what energy you can with your cantrip there. 6 plus 11 temporary hit points. Okay.
Does that count as healing?
Nope. Temporary hit
Oh.
points do not class as healing, unfortunately.
Oh.
And
Oh, if you go into the anti-magic cone, the effect of it stops because that's a spell.
oh yeah,
Stop
that's
occurring, right? Because it
Did you know?
has the
You'll
same
find out.
stats as anti-magic sphere. Or
yeah. I
anti-magic
was thinking I'm gonna lose my temporary hit points. That's what I'm trying to test out. I don't
You
know
gonna
where I
walk
wanna
into it?
stand. Yeah, I'm gonna walk into it for sure, but I don't know where to go. Okay, so... Yeah.
Okay. The effect of your major rupture will not be triggering next turn, and you lose all of your temporary hit points.
So it's a mixed bag.
So he loses 11 health, but he also doesn't take the 16 damage he would have taken. So, yeah. Okay.
Plus I missed out of the anti-magic.
End of your round. It's going to use its second legendary action to perform an eye ray. This one, it's going to fire at very few targets. Can't see Elsyan, so it's going to target.
Wait, why is it its turn? It's my turn.
It's a legendary action,
Oh, legendary action.
and it's going to target B with an eye ray again.
Poor B.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw for B, please.
Uh, 21.
21 succeeds. Take half damage from this one.
Damn it. uh,
Take 16 points of necrotic damage as a dark kind of red beam strikes against the surface of B, just clipping as she moves out the way, and the strike very briskly misses her as it begins to crawl up the surface of her paper, breaking away small portions of it as it
interesting.
Okay. Sasha, it is your turn. Roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Here I go dying again.
You got this.
23.
Yeah. At that point, you look around, the thrumming in your head, as you feel a pain in the back of your neck. You immediately cough up as this green kind of goo coughs out into your hand. As you immediately and distinctively let it go, it hits the ground and fizzles into a fine mist before dissipating.
Yep, that's fucking annoying. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I out of the fucking cone?
Correct. Yep.
Yay. I don't exactly have much I can do right now, because a lot of my spells are supposed to last for a little while. So what I'm gonna do is Can I vaguely see her because this stuff is see-through?
Yeah,
And
you
she's
can see
within-
her, so long as there's
Ooh.
no... Yes, because you put your drift globe in your bag, it's not illuminating the area, so currently you can still see her through the crystal.
And I've got my dark vision, so there's
Yeah,
this.
dark vision.
Okay. In that case, I am going to be using the world's best cantrip, Sacred Flame, because cover means fuck all.
Okay, and that is a dexterity or a wisdom saving throw?
Dexterity.
Ooh, not as good. 11. That fails.
No, that is a big fail. Big faily boy.
Go ahead and roll damage, please.
13. Not terrible.
13 points of damage. You watch as the flames lick up the side of her as she begins to look around in a very, not panicked manner, but very conscious manner of what you're trying to achieve. Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary action.
Well, I'm looking in case I have any bonus actions I can get away with. I don't think I do, but you know, it never hurts to double check. Like, what am I gonna do if I cast anything that like takes time? It's like, oh, she'll just look at it and kill it. Yeah, I got nothing.
B, can you make me a Christmas saving throw, please? Because I did forget to do.
Christmas saving throw?
Correct.
No.
Total?
10. Or 9.
Okay, no. Never mind. Legendary action. It's really stuff for targets, so let's just. Fire and Blue would have done Jackal. B's tried. She's just gonna go for B again.
Damn it, B!
That is a dexterity saving throw, please. Incapacitated does not affect saving throws.
She's definitely fine.
Yep. So the ray goes past the same grey one that hit Bern from earlier, who otherwise your speed was halved. So,
No, her grey one hit blued.
no, the one that's
No,
slowed.
yeah, my god.
5, 10, 15. We're not inside the range.
Am I not?
No, because it has to be based off of her. Unfortunately, if I put it here, it's going to fall off. Like that. So, unfortunately, you did not make it inside the range like that. Did you spend all an action or a bonus action last turn?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. We'll ignore it for now because that's something I forgot.
That's over
However,
there.
yeah. However, your movement speed is halved, so you made up to there. So, put your 11 temporary hit points back, and you're taking the damage at the end of your turn. Unless, of course, you get hit by the anti-magic cone. Okay. End of that lot of stuff. It is now her turn. On her turn, she knows where all of you are. Current threats are either too far away or they're too close. 5, 10, 20.
No.
I'm going to need this one. This one.
Oh no.
Oh, screw her!
Okay.
Okay,
Look a little bit left.
let's set up some lights in this place.
Ugly bitch.
We can't.
Okay.
Does anyone have any torches?
Dun dun dun.
Because I know I don't. Which is why I haven't lit one yet. I thought you guys might have thought, mundane lights.
Okay.
Really, say that. I have got
I
5
have
torches in
5
my
torches.
inventory. I've just never used them.
Okay.
I know.
Tinder box? No, I don't
Actually,
have any.
no.
Oil.
This... Okay, I need to do this in the correct order, actually. So, she goes here. Where do I want her to go? This matters because she selects the orientation before she moves.
And
It's kind of like
Can't
now you have to
necessarily
declare
do
who's
that.
going to be in reserve for Deep
Yeah,
Strike before
But,
you
but Chris,
push your models down.
Chris, you didn't declare it, did you? Before you moved.
Damn, if we're going to play that game.
I'm trying this, Chris. Let me have this. Let me jokingly have this.
Yeah.
will.
In which case, yeah, she's going to go there and do it instead, actually. Because that would be the same orientation as you said, so I'm just going to move there instead.
Well, yeah.
Okay. This distance, she still has eye rays that she can fire. Range on the eye rays, actually. 120.
Plenty of range.
So it can still hit Queglod, except for the ones which make physical contact. Dick. Okay, so... Okay, I need to roll for my 3 eye rays here. Then I'm going to decide where they go. Obviously, physical contact one can't hit Queglod. Darn it, stop rolling that one!
Oh, is that a review?
Okay, how many of them are contact? 1 of them. Okay, I can't fire that one at Queglod, which is the worst one. Shame. Sorry, Bern. You're... No. Oh, I can't hit Elsyan, he's in my anti-magic cone. Yep. Sorry, Bern. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes, I'll die.
I'm then going to fire... Constitution saving throw at Queglod, and I'm going to fire a... I can't fire the other one.
Is Bern gonna die in every boss fight?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And she fires
Fight
off,
is-
and she fires off a fear ray, which can't affect anybody in range because Queglod's immune to it and Bern's already being targeted, so that one's... Oh well.
Chris, remind me, did I use all my luckies? Because his character sheet
Yes,
says
you-
I have 1. Okay.
You did use the last
I'll
one.
take that. Okay.
Yeah. So, dexterity saving throw, please. Bern?
Yes. Don't look at the number, it's a fail.
Okay. You are now classed as restrained as you watch as this, as finally the orange ray connects with somebody. As it strikes against the surface of your body, you feel strange as you hear a crumbling effect, and you watch as your shoulder and your right arm begin to turn to stone. You are being petrified.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
fuck.
Every campaign, damn it!
Oh, I'm not here to save you this time.
Queglod, what did you get?
There was a con save, right?
Correct.
Yeah, 26.
You're fine, and the fear one was useless. So, Queglod, you are fine, but Bern, unfortunately, you are suffering the effects of being restrained. Your speed is 0, advantage on attacks against you, disadvantage on stuff you do, which is attack. Okay. And you're still slowed. Actually, no, you need to make a save against that from your previous turn. Did forget about that. So if you want to go ahead and make a dex save, I believe. Oh no. Yeah, it's a dex save for the slowing ray.
It's a fail.
Okay, so it's still slowed as well. Okay. End of its turn. Malcom,
Well, my turn is
go ahead and roll me a
Really?
charisma save for B.
Yep.
Your turn. And Sasha, your beard goes out again.
My locks, my beard, no!
Yeah. Which I'm saying is the effect of a light, dim light, same as dancing lights, so it wouldn't be enough to create a reflection. What was that, sorry?
13.
13, still a fail. B is otherwise incapacitated.
Don't worry, B. I know how it feels.
I don't have a choice. I'm going to go there and I'm going to cast a 4th level Dispel Magic on Bern. Try and get rid of the petrification.
4th level Dispel Magic.
Yep.
Okay. What level is Flesh to Stone? 5th.
I think it's 15.
Go ahead and make me a d20 check, adding your Wisdom modifier then, please. DC is 15. Given the level of the spell is 5.
So I need at least a 9.
Yep, you're
Yep.
fine, as the petrification otherwise burns off of him, the stone crumbles away, but the flesh is left in place. no longer being petrified. You are still slowed, however.
It's 6th level actually.
That still would have been fine because that was a 20 total, so even on a 10th level spell, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta give me some of them 10th level spells.
so that's a 4th.
Does this? Okay, this is only the flesh and stuff.
It's only the petrification because it's either that or the slowed effect. So
No, I meant the major rupture effect.
no, because it is also an individual effect. So
Yeah.
and dispel magic gets rid of one rather than all.
Okay.
You're welcome. I'm hiding.
Thank you.
Hide there. Okay.
I can't do anything else, so
Okay.
I can't even use. Actually, could I? Hold on.
Where do you use the spell?
5,
20?
10, 15. No, 5, 10, 15. What's my movement? My movement is 20. I'm going here.
5, 10, 30, 5, 40. You're able to get here with 40. You'd have to go
Oh.
round between the two of them.
Yeah, that's what I counted.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35.
You counted here. I didn't have to go here. I could go here.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Because these are difficult terrain, so.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I go around them.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain to move through tiles, though. That's the thing. Because there's two
Oh.
friendlies, it counts as difficult terrain to move.
Oh,
So it's the same
doesn't
going
mean-
this way as it is going this way. Unless
That's-
Spyro wasn't here.
I did not know that was.
Because the two creatures are close together, it's difficult terrain to travel through tiles. Which is effectively the same as going diagonal.
Oh well. Bonus action. I'm using the horn.
Okay, blow the horn. Where are you placing them?
On this side. This side of the.
Doki. I don't remember. Where is it? Summon stuff.
I need to roll a die. I need to roll a.
It's Drakes and Wyrmlings, isn't it?
Drakes and Wormlings, yes. I need to roll a d4. Three Wyrmlings and the rest are Drake.
How many are Drakes?
Summons. 5 Drake.
5?
And yeah, 5 Drakes and 3 Worm.
Take off.
Right.
It's within
And
30 feet of you.
60.
60 feet? Okay. There has to
Yep.
be to an area you can see, I take it?
It says in response appear within
Place them according
60
to what you
feet of
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Top of the round, it is the lair.
Can't exactly put me unconscious, can it,
Mm.
really?
I would like
Already
everyone to
unconscious.
make me a Constitution saving throw, including all of these dragon wormlings. I'll roll for each of them. With the wormlings just to speed this up.
Oh.
This one failed. This one succeeded. This one
Um,
over the failed.
does
Succeed.
do we need to make the con save as well?
Failed. Yes, please.
Everyone needs to.
Everyone does.
Just making sure.
Oh,
With the actually, no, you are quite correct with this one. Sasha, B, Elsyan, and Rook don't need to. So sorry if you rolled and you got a high roll.
I got 20.
how comes?
You automatically succeed as this effect is magical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck you, magic!
So Bern, Queglod,
Double-edged sword.
and then all of these. Please roll for Enviro as well when you get there.
I rolled for one.
Okay, so Bern, what did you get?
28.
Yeah, you're fine. Blued,
Dude got a 17.
success. Vira,
15.
what? Sorry, 15.
15, yes.
Yes.
Not 15.
I was like 15. Okay, yeah, she succeeds. Queglod,
16.
success. Malcom,
16.
success. I believe that's everyone. Then these 4 fail. Okay. Those of you who succeeded are unaffected by this.
Those who failed have what
Oh, that's
problem?
really low rolls.
Oh,
They
they-
each take 12 points of damage, and you watch as... Okay. Which ones are drakes, which ones are wyrmlings? Dead, dead, and dead. You watch as they age 10 years, and you watch as their body scatters into dust as they age beyond their natural lifespan.
So what?
You watch as from the ground, you watch as what looks to be claws reach up with faces on them. As from the mirror they extend to, grabbing a hold of each individual. Most of you kind of move away and resist the effects, but the drakes that otherwise take it otherwise age 10 years and die from collapsing onto the ground dead.
Thankfully, that would have not done much.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell would have happened if Queglod had been affected by that?
Yeah.
You get to add 10 years onto your tally, but nothing happens.
Okay.
You would take the damage still, but it's necrotic, so
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
half, I believe.
Yeah,
So.
thank God I took that feat.
My God.
Speed is that.
Resilient. I'm proficient in con saves.
Oh.
I took it instead of Warcaster, and I think it's paid off.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, for sure. Okay, end of the Lair's turn. Legendary action. I ray at something. Stop rolling that one!
The fear one again, isn't it?
It's the petrification one. I've rolled it 4 times. It's a D10. Give me disintegration or death. I'll take those any day.
Oh god,
No.
no. Petrification all the way.
Alright,
please.
petrification. Who am I targeting it at?
If you say me, I am gonna.
But Infernal. No, at this point, wildlings are more scary. So go ahead and make me a... What kind of save is it again? What kind of save is it? Stop asking that question. Dexterity! Dexterity is a +0 for wildling. Wonderful.
Yep.
That's a fail with a 3. Okay, so that wildling begins to petrify.
Damn it. Well, at least it's not the one that got aged.
Also true. One got aged and one just started turning to stone.
They're having a bad time.
They are indeed. Okay, top of the round, Queglod. You can just about see the horror from this distance that's far away.
Okay. I think I
It'll have half cover given it is 20 foot up. I just didn't bother to put the tiles back under it.
Okay, I'd like to move a bit closer.
Okay.
You fell
Just,
for the trap.
just for note, this does just keep going out diagonally that way.
Okay. So I do have proper line of sight.
Mhm.
Now. Okay.
It's just
And
it's half
just-
cover because of the angle because it's 20 foot up and. Actually, no. From that, it will be fine. Yeah, there's no without
Okay.
getting it.
Just to double check, when an AoE spell overlaps with anti-magic, the part that's in the anti-magic is suppressed, but
It seems
spell
that
itself
way,
goes
given the spoopy flute was used and it didn't affect some of those within the anti-magic.
okay. And the horror is not itself in the
In its anti-magic,
cone,
no,
'cause
because otherwise that would botch
'cause
everything up.
that would be BS. In that case, I am going to cast Shatter.
Unless it has a nose. The nose is the only part that's inside the anti-magic.
Unfortunately, this one does not have a node. So-
Oh,
Then nothing's in the anti-magic.
Anti-magic, casting Shatter on this thingy.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, they'll also get a fuck ton of crystal if that means
Okay,
anything.
that
I have it written
is...
down as 20-foot radius, but in Trickle that's wrong. Oh well.
I believe it's a 4x4, so it might be a 20 foot rather than a...
I think it's 10-foot radius. Yeah.
Shatter's radius is 10-foot radius sphere.
No. Yeah.
So,
I must have- no.
yeah, roughly.
But yeah, I should be able to place it somewhere that the only people who would be in it are D and Elsyan. All right.
Oh, you mean the area?
The AOE. So
I mean, theoretically, if you could pop it at that corner there, or any of
10-foot
these
radius is
corners.
that.
yeah. So
So
that's
you
fine.
can do that. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You cast Shatter. That is a 16 from my con save.
That is a fail.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage. That's 5th level for you.
Yep,
Shatter
so
is
68.
68. And the integrity of the the crystal here would not last. Okay, so it's going to shatter and fall to the ground.
Okay.
He's standing on that actually, so make a dex save. Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay. Well, that's 18. What is it? Thunder damage? Yeah.
18 thunder damage. Okay.
It's a pretty low roll, but. that's a
Hey,
lot
it'll
of twos.
matter. She
But
failed
it's-
her dex save.
Yeah, I mean
at-
that's.
At this moment, you watch as the crystal underneath her breaks. Not breaking here, but you watch as she falls down to the ground and failed her dex save, thus falling prone. In that moment, she blinks. Her anti-magic cone is otherwise facing directly up from her. None of you are currently in it unless you decide to go over the top. None of you are affected by anti-magic at the moment.
Nice.
Okay.
It is
Oh,
my
I've got
time.
Queglod,
5 feet of movement, so.
You've got 5 feet of movement,
I'm
and
back here.
and you've lost line of sight of her. Rook,
There
your
we go.
turn.
Oh,
Make me a charisma
charisma.
saving throw, please.
I am going to struggle with this.
Hang on, I'll be back in a moment.
No, that's 14.
14, that's still a fail.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a fail. As you're standing there stunned, otherwise unable to do anything. Elsyan, your turn. You see as she fell off of the crystal onto the ground as she's otherwise looking up but not towards anybody. Her anti-magic cone is not facing anyone right now.
Interesting. Sucks for them. Oh god, this is gonna go badly. I can feel it in my bones. My 9 special side points. Hammer of Inquisition. Oh, no.
Okay. This is a intelligence saving throw.
Yes, intelligence saving throw, which I have a feeling it's gonna be able to do quite well in.
I'm going to use my only legendary resistance to
Oh,
succeed.
you bastard!
That was a 12.
I would do the same, so I can't stay angry. But
That's
you
a 12.
bastard!
It was a 12. I can't force that. That would probably kill her. Damage is very high on that spell.
That's why I use it.
I know. Okay,
That's why I got the 9 side.
go
Okay.
ahead and roll me the damage, please.
Oh well,
Still halved, but
that wasn't it.
it's all of it because woof. What's this gonna be?
Right, that
63.
1 sec.
63. Oof. Oh, there's a 2 on top of a 2. 63, halved to 31. That's still nasty.
But the problem is that she's not grappled and restrained.
Also true. I'm trying to figure out how to math this.
What you do is you take 60 and then you take 3.
Shut up.
I mean 30.
Okay, so she's
What?
taken her damage. The legendary resistance to do so. She cannot bend your 9 side point spell back at you. She has the resistance to do so. Her only 1, but still no. Okay.
Battle fingers already.
As you force the psionic energy into her, the massive surge of power shoots through your hand and into her. As you watch as the eye stalks begin to frantically zip around, looking around the area as some of them pin, looking at you.
It's been a while since I've had my turn. What time?
Elsyan
she is
middle
bloodied.
finger. Good for her. And I repeat, Elsyan middle finger, as Elsyan can't think of any way to get light.
Is that the end of your turn there? Or you
That
go-
is the end of my turn. I
Okay.
don't have any. I know how I can, but it takes an action.
Legendary action. Going to shoot an eye stalk at you. That hurt. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, I like this.
Wait, an ice stalk?
Or an eye
Nice.
ray.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
She's gonna shoot her own eye at you.
Projectile
you know,
eyeball.
You know, that's just how this
Oh,
works.
that's a 9.
9.
Danger.
Okay. Sasha. You look down the hallway and you see Elsyan give her the middle finger before he watches his head slumps forward and little Zeds appear from the top of his head. You're asleep for a minute.
Was that a sleep ray?
Nice.
I don't know if you fall prone. I'm gonna say it's your choice. Do you want to slump
Wait,
forward? Or
can
do you want...
Elsyan go to
Really?
sleep?
Elsyan's an elf!
Oh, he's an elf. Yeah, he's immune to some magical sleep. So never mind. That is a very good call. Elsyan.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I did as well.
I just assume it's a choice thing.
Yeah, no, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh no. I could have gotten something so much better. I
I feel
understand.
peaceful.
Oh man, that's making me double check, but I know it's right.
Of the amount of times I do this, Chris, it's not funny.
Trance elves don't
sleep
need to
and-
sleep. Instead, they meditate deeply. After resting in any way. Trance. Where does it say they're
It does-
immune to sleep?
It doesn't
Oh,
actually.
Fey ancestry. Magic cannot put you to sleep.
I also forget I have advantage against being charmed.
Which we also forget, but I don't think I've ever charmed you, because...
Elsyan's an asshole. No one wants him around.
yeah, that or you've just fallen for it anyway. So,
Okay.
end of
Are you
Elsyan's turn.
Elf-
Burn!
Alright, Bern.
Saying it's safe for low.
You make the save for slow at the end of your turn.
Oh,
But you make the save for those.
I need to take 16 damage, right?
Hmm?
I need to take 16 damage, right?
You take it at the end of your turn. You still have a chance to heal if you have any means to do so.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Get the crits with saves.
Okay, keep in mind you can still heartbeat yourself to try and get higher than 11, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Because they last one round, so actually they would have faded. So you want to... That's a point. You have an action or a bonus action. So
Yeah, I don't have both. They would fade, right?
they would fade at the
Yeah.
beginning of your turn, yeah, because it's lasts one round.
It was at the end of the turn. God damn it! This thing is low. I just wanted to damage, to be honest. Alright, looks like Bern's gonna need to be resurrected again, guys. Yeah, okay. Well, do I do it to him? Do I do it to him, Chris?
Do it to him.
It's up to you. You can see through this crystal because it's broken and she's currently on the floor.
I was just thinking, do I disintegrate it? No.
It's up to you. If you want to, you can.
Honestly, I say yes.
We have no ways to get out after.
I mean,
I might die.
Yeah, but if she's dead, they should let us out. And also, worst comes to worst, we just have a nap.
we'd have to find our own way out.
We got.
Oh wait,
food,
she already
we got
used her
drink.
reaction.
No, she couldn't use her reaction.
She couldn't use her
She
She
reaction.
couldn't use her
because-
bend magic because she used her legendary resistance to block the spell.
Ah,
So
so she can still do it, and she can still shoot it at me.
Still has it. Yeah.
I say do it because like one of us has to do it, okay? And I'm gonna come
I'm
out
gonna-
hard.
I'm gonna die from it. And you know
Okay,
what
that's
I'm
best. All right, fine. Okay. You prepare an action to cast that once she uses that.
What are
okay?
you doing, Bern? It's your turn. You're currently slowed.
That's fair.
With an action or a bonus action.
He doesn't have a reaction. Fuck.
You also don't have a reaction, correct? Slow.
What's this thing? Fuck. I think that's the highest damage. Yeah, I just have to. I'm just gonna major up, Jer.
Okay. What level?
I don't want to. Do I use 7th
Can I
level?
do it at first level?
No.
No, I'm just gonna use it at 5th.
The 5th? Okay. That is a 16. She fails. Go ahead and roll
Finish
damage.
it attack, and I'm gonna die. Can I counter spell it?
44 to hit.
You have no reaction.
You have no reaction. Well, he has a reaction, he just can't take it.
Yeah.
Okay. End of your turn, you take 16 points of damage. And make
I'm
me.
gonna run away, by the way.
You can move 15 feet, so. 5, 10. Yep. And make me a dexterity saving throw against slow, please.
Take off 2 HP from my. Actually, no, they're gonna fail, so I would take out the full 13.
You take the full 16 because you didn't have.
Oh,
the
16,
temporary-
yes, right? Yeah.
You didn't have any temporary hit points
That
because
was
it faded, so 16 damage.
4, yes. Ooh, not looking good, boys. Not looking
Okay.
good. I have Blue and Fire, I need to roll stuff as well. Okay, I'm so slow.
Slowed.
What are Blue and Fire rolling?
They are rolling charisma saving.
Charisma. Bane of my life.
Okay,
They both
that's
succeed.
a 18 and a 20.
Yeah, they both succeed.
Get their turns now.
They get their turns now, yeah.
Blue is gonna yeet over. What the fuck does Blue do? I haven't used them in a while. He smacks.
Correction. Can't. He's feared.
Big truth.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I didn't roll for
You
the
don't
fear.
get saves while you're in line of sight. It's only now that she's left his line of sight, so he gets the
Oh,
save
okay,
at the end
so
of his
it's at
turn,
the
so he
end.
can't move closer.
Wait, but previously she was looking here. Should we go?
She
Oh no.
she made him scared
Wait,
from
she
fear.
moved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she moved back, still within line of sight, because you can see through the crystal here. And
Oh, so he can see her.
Mhm.
No, she. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his line of
he
sight.
can see her. He can currently still see her, that's the thing. He can only move
Wisdom?
and...
What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
It's wisdom, and it'll be the end of his turn, so... Stay
Yeah,
there.
so
Lyra?
Elvira, what spells does she have?
I don't think she has any damaging spells, she's more of a utility caster.
Let's see. List. Cure wounds, grease, identify ray of sickness. Because she leveled up. I don't know if she got any spells.
No, I think she just got spell slots.
Because she got levels 5. She should have got on 3rd level spells.
No, she's a half caster.
Oh,
She
yeah,
will-
half caster one, did she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, no, so she would get second level spell slots now. No, she already had those from Pastoral
She
Trace,
has
so
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
never
she
mind,
has
so
it,
she's
yeah,
unaffected.
she has Okay. Cool. So, does Ray of Sickness?
Ray of Sickness.
Yeah.
First level spell, it is a ranged spell attack, so we're disadvantaged because she's prone, doing 2d8 poison damage, and then they must make a constitution saving throw. If they fail the con save, they become poisoned.
Is she immune to poison damage?
You don't know.
The most immune damage type in the game.
No.
Wait, she can use her swarm, can't she?
She can, yeah.
What do those even do?
They attack for 2d8, 2d4 plus 4 damage with a plus 4 to hit.
Yeah. She's just gonna use Ray of Sickness then.
Ray of Sickness, go ahead and make me an attack roll with disadvantage then.
Advantage, which is pro.
Giant
Oh,
eye
no, disadvantage because it's ranged attack.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
I did say, but...
No, I thought you missed.
Yep, misses. As the Ray of Sickness shoots overhead, otherwise missing, as it hits the top of the anti-magic cone, dissipating. But okie dokie. End of Bern's turn. Next legendary reaction. She has more vision, more targets within her vision now. Gosh darn it! Stop rolling so bad! Swapping dice. Alright.
Wait, when did she get back up?
Who?
When was she getting the opportunity to look at people?
She's using her eye stalks.
The eye beam.
Oh, those ones, right. Sorry, I thought you meant the anti-magic.
No. Anti-magic
Oh, no.
one's just looking up, but virus shot over top, so it disappeared as it went into the top bit.
So it's really weird thinking about something with multiple points of view.
Okay, Elsyan, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Chris, this has put me to sleep again. You know I can't.
No,
right?
I know, it's not to put you to sleep.
That's better. That's a 20
No.
something.
Fine, never mind. You played your spoopy flute earlier, you feel the fear enter into you. Nah, her music's not as good.
Yeah, my spoopy flute's better than your spoopy flute.
You don't like her mixtape.
Spoopy flute off.
Alright,
They don't let me play this in the tavern.
Sasha, it is your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I able to see
Yes.
this bitch? I'm casting 6th level Major Rupture.
6th level major rupture. Okay,
Why the fuck not, you know?
that is a 21 to save.
Motherfuck. Okay, well, that succeeds, so she takes half damage.
Go ahead.
So that is... I'm just gonna... Okay, can I have some more D8? Because it's 11 D8, but I can't really halve that.
Just roll mine with an extra D8.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
That should be 6, 8, yep, 11. Go ahead.
I can't... Yeah, these are really awkward because they're in the wrong way.
Go ahead. One half.
51, 25.
Looking rough. Alright, who's injured in my radius? Bern, I know you're injured. Elsyan, are you injured?
What's your radius?
I am very slightly injured, yes.
Very slightly injured. Make me a con save, please. She's going to use her reaction to cast Bend Magic.
Oh.
This is a 6th level major rupture. Total?
24.
Okay, so you take 25 points of necrotic damage from Sasha's spell.
You're welcome, hon!
Thanks, babe.
Your
Okay.
range on that, by the way.
Wait, what?
Are you?
It's the same range as the spell. That's where the radius
So,
works.
what was that? Was that 25?
So it's not in range of me then.
So,
Oh, no,
Chris,
it is.
how much damage is that, Chris?
25 necrotic.
25, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Last legendary action before her turn. Oh, how much of a dick do I want to be? Elsyan, you've
Massive.
annoyed her. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dude.
As you watch as a black beam begins to shoot towards you.
No.
15?
That is a fail.
Fuck.
You're getting disintegrated.
Nope, disintegration is green.
Is this
Oh,
death?
is
This
this
is
Yeah,
death.
then I disintegrate.
Oh,
It's justify the kill.
no.
This is what? Sorry? Oh, no.
Death.
Well, it's been nice knowing you. Time to roll up a new character that isn't a mystic.
Bye, Elsyan.
Tells him dies, let him die. He doesn't want to admit that
You
he...
take 55 points of necrotic damage. Are you on 0 hit points?
I'm on 1. And actually, thinking about it, I should have been healing from using my sight
Okay.
powder.
Okay,
But I
so
can't be bothered to remember.
you're on 1 hit point.
I'm on 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oops, did not mean to
As
do
the ray hits you,
that.
you feel a moment where you watch as the beam is about to hit you. And you feel your life flash before your eyes as you see Farnsworth stands there, gives you a thumbs up, and you watch as it passes through him as he disperses and reforms. But you have enough courage to push it off, and
Farnsworth,
you
no!
don't die.
Farnsworth, no! Don't do this,
You
Farnsworth.
don't.
Don't die on me!
As Farnsworth reforms, kneeling
Farnsworth.
kneeling on the ground, but otherwise very badly injured, it seems.
Farnsworth, you beautiful man. I am giving you a pay raise by a number of percent. I pay you nothing, so you still get nothing, but my gratitude increases.
On her turn, she is going to get up. She is at this point. She did.
I am in great pain.
She is going to keep her eye closed. Actually, No, I'm not going to cheat. Terrible. She's going to keep her eye closed. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then she's going to use her action to fire off rays. See which ones I get.
What kind of rays?
I don't know yet. Let's find out.
I'm trying to remember famous rays and I can't.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I swear, that's another death ray.
I may have rolled something maybe worse for you.
Disintegrate.
Maybe.
Disintegrate is distinctly worse because there's not a lot that can bring me back either. Okay, let me just get 4 dice together so I can start rolling.
I'm figuring out what the range on these eye rays are. 120 feet. Who do I want to point that at? There are several targets who have been mean. Sasha's just done a fairly big chunk. Bern's been a pain throughout this.
I made her use a legendary resistance.
You made her lose legendary resistance with a powerful spell. Rook's in the back, hasn't done anything this time.
No, he ain't done shit. He's just staring.
Okay.
Malcom reverse
First of all, let's
petrification,
start
that's
off with the
not
one that I don't really have much use for. Sasha, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yay!
If this succeeds, this is going to be fun.
Is this another sleep ray?
No.
It doesn't succeed. That's 25, mate.
No, it doesn't. As you feel her become more beautiful by the second.
Oh wow.
As she uses a charm ray. But then it fades.
It's like
The
a
notion
percentile
fades.
increase. It's like, you know, even if you become 100% more beautiful, that's still 100 times nothing.
You look at your way through this mirror, you don't look so bad.
Okay,
you went into a mirror. I can almost stand not
Okay.
vomiting when I look at you.
You went from a 1 to a
Oh,
1.1.
hold on a minute. Elsyan, what's your charisma?
8.
8. Okay, yeah, disintegration's going.
Oh.
I'm sorry, she
Oh.
targets ugly first.
Wait,
Disintegration.
wait, wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Charisma does not denote looks.
No, but compared to the rest of your party, you have the lowest charisma. Jamie
Uh,
Rook is the only other
I'm
one.
an
but-
asshole.
No, no.
But
That
I'm
is
an
not
ass.
about ugliness. Charisma is not necessarily about
I
ugliness.
know it's not
His
necessarily about
personality is
ugliness,
horrible.
but in terms of how she sees
Okay.
things, high charisma is protectiveness, as in she doesn't
Well,
use disintegration on them.
Chris, just
Yeah.
tell me what I need to roll before I die.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Is there really a... If I succeed this, do I not get,
On
It
dexterity,
possibly matters. I'm not
13.
certain.
No, wait, sorry, charisma saving throw. That's a 9.
No, that was dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Yeah, 13.
yeah, that fails unfortunately. I'm not going to roll the
Hi,
damage.
Elton.
As Sasha, you watch as the green beam shoots through Elsyan, and you watch as his body
fuck.
turns back to you, and you watch as his hand begins to turn to dust as his face crumbles
Oh,
away
Okay.
Someone counter spell or something.
as he
Okay.
collapses into the ground.
Mine. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, it's too late for me to use any of my stuff. I didn't think to use it.
Nobody has.
I think we should have a
nobody-
listen to what you could have done, maybe.
Okay, there's 2 things I could have done, and Chris
Can I
knows them.
just double check that this doesn't activate Gift of the Protectors? Given that that's if they're dropped to 0 hit points but not killed outright, so I'm unsure as to how.
This would kill outright.
Yeah, that's what I was
unfortunately.
thinking.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it does reduce them to 0 first. That is.
But
Yeah,
it
but then the
does
same would
kill
apply to,
outright.
say, Death Ray, which is if it reduces them to 0, it outright kills them. Same with
Yeah,
disintegration, if it reduces them to
it's
0.
part of it. Chris is being fair. The only like,
Yeah,
I could have done the thing that allows me to boost up my own DC, or I could have done my own version of counterspell, but I didn't. So this is on me.
I have no reaction.
Okay.
Bring Sovek back now. Yay!
No, Sovek's dead.
And
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
and the other one,
no,
Bern,
no, no,
make me a
it's not
strength
how it
saving throw,
dies.
please.
Oh shit! Elsyan's died.
Yeah, Elsyan's dead.
Yeah, as
Oh, yeah.
Elsyan collapses to dust on the floor.
Hang on, where's his mum coming into this shit now?
Oh no!
Why do you have to say that?
No,
Come on.
he has a point.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm upset.
At this moment,
Can I just die? Can I just die, please?
hold on.
Oh
This
my god!
I have to roll for initiative to see when she comes in. Okay. Comes in on initiative of 4, which is after you, Malcolm. So, Bern, what was your strength save?
Wait, let me check what they're on. It's 14.
14, you fail. She is going to lift you up 30 feet, and you are restrained.
I did send, at the beginning of this fight, I did send Harlan a message saying, I've got a bad feeling about this fight.
Okay, as you're currently being held by the telekinetic ray. Can't do damage, but it can sure as hell hold you 30 feet in the air. So you're
We
restrained.
grab Elsyan's ashes and we're getting out.
Okay.
You can't do shit with my ashes.
Malcolm.
We're gonna
Yes,
teleport them and put them in a jar.
Actually, she still has the rest of her movement.
Do any of you know Wish? That could work.
She's going to drop down here. She's going to use bonus actions. Hi. Let's see. That is a... Okay. What is your passive perception, Malcolm?
My passive perception is 21.
Okay. Given you're in dim light with no light, that is disadvantage, so that would be a -5, making that 16. You do not see her. You watch as she disappears behind the crystal, and you watch as her form
And there's
distorts,
nothing
and you can't see her.
Well, there's nothing I can do, so
Okay.
I
What should I do?
I mean, I don't know what I can do. First, I need to do this.
What's this for?
B. Christmas
Ah.
save.
Say...
16.
Yep, she successfully saves.
B, you're alive!
For now.
Come back to me. I don't... It's an action to try and look for her.
Correct, yes.
Of course it is. I can't. I guess I'll fly up. I'll start flying 5, 10, 15, 25, and I'll go 15 feet in the air from here.
Okay, keep in mind you're monks, you have an extra 10 feet of movement, or 15 feet of movement.
Yeah, I have no idea if she's moved anywhere else or not, so I'm gonna try and go up here and take a look around and see if I
Okay.
can see her.
So you're about, like, 10, 15.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move these over here for later.
I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, as you should.
Okay,
I mean, I think we both know what I... Yeah, everyone knows what I'm gonna do.
Malcolm, at the end of your turn, you look over and you see from the ashes a wind begins to pick up. As you watch as a small green seedling erupts from his body and begins to grow.
Well, okay, body is a bit of a stretch.
From the ashes begins
The
to grow.
remains.
Correct.
I
Oh,
dusty
so-
body. I got Thanos
I
here today.
see
I don't feel so good.
that.
Just-
I remember what that
Smashfist.
is, right?
This is on the end of your turn, by the way, when you see that.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, you're not done?
yeah, I said I was gonna take a look around and see if I can find her.
Make a perception check for me, please.
I mean, there's nothing else I can do, and I don't see that till the end of my turn, so. 16. Nope.
16? Nope. Not see ya. Okay.
And bonus action, I'll just have them. All of them.
Okay, can't remember what happened with that one, but it won't matter.
Petrified.
Ah, yes. Save on that one. Fails, it turns to stone. There is now a wonderful statue of a crystalline wire, which then poofs out of existence. Technically. This one's fly overhead, land here. This dash move here, as is this one. Okay.
Can I make perception checks, or
And B comes to me.
I get to make perception checks, or
You will on your turn if you wish to do so.
I mean the warmlings.
Oh, well,
The worm.
they see her. I don't need to worry about the perception
They
check.
see her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Queglod, it's your turn. You see through the crystal what looks to be a green bud now growing up out of Elsyan's ashes. Actually,
Okay,
no.
that's a problem.
Yeah. Do you remember what this is?
Yeah, because this came up before, and we.
Bern has no idea.
Can someone tell me what this is?
And Malcolm
Your
knows what
mama.
Bern has no idea.
Bern has no.
Or rather, it's a psychic leech of your mother that's now been released since you've died.
Well, I mean, I can see all the drakes over here, right? So I'm.
Yeah, you can see all the drakes over there.
I don't know what exactly Malcolm is doing, but I assume it's something helpful.
Something that I
So-
have just actually realised. All of these things are mirrors. So actively right now you can't see her or what's going on.
Hmm?
Because Queglod has Devil's Sight, which treats this as bright light, which means all of these are mirrors.
Oh,
So she can't actually see anything beyond the crystal, which I didn't account for earlier, but that's fine.
well, either way, this part of the crystal
It's gone,
is
yeah.
at least,
Yeah.
you know,
So I'm aware that there's some sort of commotion here. Malcolm has this somewhat under control.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
don't see Elsyan or Sasha, but there. As you go around the corner, you can see what looks to be Elsyan's cloak lying on.
In a pile of ash with a seedling.
Yeah,
growing out
which
of
is
it.
very difficult to see given the corner and angle of this, but you see the cloak at least.
Sorry to interrupt. With this corpse, is my umbrella sword all right?
Is it?
Is he safe?
Is my equipment okay, or has everything just turned to dust?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Magical stuff is fine, but anything non-magical is destroyed.
Gold is destroyed as well.
No, the umbrella sword.
I will say for the essence of it, coin is magical because otherwise that just gets. Coin is
Okay.
magical.
Usually it would get destroyed.
Usually it would, but
I suppose it's not the most immediate concern, but what about the shards?
actually a good point.
Well, we can cross that
I'll
bridge
cross
we
that
come
when
to
it gets to that bridge because this is actually very interesting. Okay,
Okay, so
anything else you wish to do?
Elvian attack, everybody.
Yeah, fuck you.
I mean, I'd be familiar with
Just
the spell
respect.
Disintegrate, so it looks a lot like Elsyan is dead and then the seedling is now
Correct.
hatching. So that's got to be a priority. I've no idea if this will work, but I'm going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. You
It's
go
at
to
5th
cast
level, so
spell
there's
magic. I need to figure out the DC for this.
yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead and give me a d20 roll plus your charisma. Because even though this is at 5th level, it's still a roll.
Why?
11?
Why is it gotta be like that? It's 11.
No, fortunately not. As you go to dispel, the dispel clings to it for a moment before it otherwise disappears. It will work if cast either at the high enough level or successful. Rook.
Okay. I'd actually, at the end of my turn, just like to yell out "Dispel," pointing at this thing, if
Okay.
I'm confident that that's going to work.
Rook.
This spell, if I shout it loud enough, it'll work.
As you're standing there, your head hazed, you hear the shout of dispel, and at that moment you feel a vile taste fill your mouth before the mist dissipates from your mouth. Have your turn.
Oh, look at me. Sheesh. So, I need to get my bearings. Where is everything here? Right,
Look around, you see Queglod shout dispel, pointing towards something. You see what looks to be a pile of ash and a green bud growing something. You see Malcom flying up in the air with crystal worms all kind of bundling around a corner. Sasha mildly horrified, if not any more than that. And Bern running in slow motion.
okay, I am going to go to where Queglod's pointing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, flower. 30. 35. Did you use my dispel when we were breaking
Yes,
that still?
you did.
You did use my dispel,
So you
right?
don't have
Okay. Right, no worries. I can see the wormlings, can't I?
Yes, and they're currently staring down at something.
Zephyr Strike. Does that give me extra distance?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I am going to bonus action Zephyr Strike. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It will probably be
Okay.
easier to just go this way.
Well, alright, okay.
Because you can go around the board. It's just...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Fine, okay.
As you coast round this corner, you see what looks to be a crystal wormling standing there, staring at a slumped-over body bleeding out of the Venacious Horror, as the major rupture that was previously cast on it dropped to 0 hit points.
I'm gonna cut a head off.
Okay. You move over, grabbing the tentacles or the eye stalks, kind of pulling them up. You bring your axe down, severing the head as the head is otherwise released. You hold it there in place.
Excellent.
As a
Hey.
whole beholder.
Hey,
You have a
Elsyan,
whole
I've
mini
got your
beholder.
crystal. Elsyan?
Shout that out. No response. Elsyan.
I'm dead.
We'll handle you in a moment.
I'm dead.
For now.
And I've come to terms with this.
Bern.
Am I not
It's really
still?
help. There's a
She's dead. Am I still
11% chance that you won't be for much longer.
That's a good question, because
Sorry.
slow is technically a concentration spell, but then so is Flesh of Stone, like a lot of her eye rays. It's not concentration on any of her eye rays. So slow's still going.
Brain just stays there.
Blood is no longer scared, and Vira is...
Just
I
gonna
did-
yeet.
Did you land?
Oh, they're gonna jump into you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true, you were dropped. Roll me a
Oh, I
dex.
thought it's... Can he
Oh
not be
yeah, I
on his
was,
bit?
wasn't I?
Yeah, you were...
Oh, I'm still levitating. I'm still levitating.
You're still
yeah.
levitating. So yeah, make me a strength saving throw and a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, or a dex saving throw in your turn.
Chris, I'm concentrating, by the way.
Strength, fail. Dex,
What's this? Dex 15.
fail. Still slowed, and you're still grappled as you're held into the air. Your slimes do their best to try and reach you. As they form a mini totem pole and begin to drag themselves back into you through your toenail.
Oof.
Painful.
That's a disturbing sight.
That sounds horrible.
Painful, but it's the closest open wound they can reach.
This is the point in time. This is the point in time where Malcolm wishes his passive perception wasn't that high.
Sasha.
Yeah. Chris, can I have a concentration thing, by the way?
Oh, for Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
Sasha, it's your turn.
Harlan.
turn?
Harlan,
I can do my thing.
it's your
You
turn.
can do a thing.
Toran, if ever there was a time for a miracle, it's right fucking now. You know what I'm doing. I don't think I need to say it. I'm bringing Elsyan back.
100 divine intervention.
Ugh,
Fortunately, it's not low enough.
it's close, Chris. Give me the benefit here.
As you speak out to a Turan, performing that prayer to bring Elsyan back, you hear the words, "Rebirth the flesh, but not a broken body. Sorry."
You literally can. You're a god of life. For fuck's sake.
She's a god of rebirth. She works with flesh.
She takes things and makes new things out of them, Harlan. Doesn't make the same thing.
Use fabricate to remake Elsyan.
Incarnate on it. It'll be funny.
It's not Elsyan the white, it's Elsyan the
The ashy.
grey.
Elsyan the Ash Golem.
Next character incoming.
God.
No, Christ, I'm not touching Elsyan.
Okay.
Just wants to get away from Mystic, let him die.
Malcolm, at this moment, all of the Wyrmlings turn to you and they note that the form is dead. and you hear Queglod shout "Dispel" while pointing towards the green bowl.
5th level counter spell? Or not counter spell, dispel magic.
Go ahead and roll me the d20 then, please. That's your wisdom modifier.
That's with a
D3.
+6.
You stand there for a moment flying as you hear this cry for desperation. You reach out with your palm. Nature begins to grow round it as Lighthouse begins to beacon out, with this low lit now becoming a bright setting. As you reach down, your arm begins to be covered in these light green and white vines as they reach out and grab the bulb. You watch as the bulb begins to bloom and a female form begins to rise out before each of the vines grabs each of the sides of the petal and begins to tear them piece from piece. You watch as the female form, in horror, looks down, screams, and begins to crumble as you watch as from the chest it disintegrates also. Combat, at the moment, is considered over.
Oh, we beat Elsyan's mum.
Not yet.
At this
Yeah,
moment,
but Daddy
you're
is
all... At this point, you are all in a moment of shock, but seemingly over. What would you like to do? I will go down initiative order if anybody
Got
has
back
anything
to life?
specific. Queglod.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I've seen Sasha attempt and fail to. I would be aware that there's not really a lot you can do about disintegration.
Queglod, grab
Not
the
too much,
soul,
no.
keep it safe, help something!
I mean, is the soul there?
The soul is still alive from disintegrate, yeah.
Okay.
God.
Okay. I would like to offer up Nightmaker as a home for Elsyan's soul.
Do you accept, Elsyan?
Before you say anything, Sam, please.
Well, I mean, via this we can either attempt to bring Elsyan back, or
You have an item that has Elsyan screaming at you.
no. I mean,
It has
I
actually sold me on it.
can use it to get Elsyan's soul to the afterlife
Properly.
unimpeded, because I feel like there's a few different forces
Yeah.
that might like
I
to
think-
fuck with its process.
I think Elsyan considers this a penthouse suite compared to just floating above a pile of ash. So he's going to go for it.
Your soul travels into Nightmare. Bern will say for the sake of it, you're no longer slowed, because
Oh,
as you slow-mo run over to the rest of the party.
I fall to my death.
Hmm?
Need to see if I fall to my death because I have 12 HP. That's a 10, I fail.
There's a dexterity save.
That's the floating thing. I don't know what it is. Is
Okay.
it a strength or?
We'll say once it drops and your slow drops, make me a dexterity save. We'll say that's what's dropped.
That's a 12.
12. Okay, that drops easy enough. You only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As you land, you scrape your knee on the solid surface. As you are otherwise no longer slowed, but you see your party otherwise gathering around Elsyan's remains.
I would like to fly over to Sasha and land next to Sasha and say, and place my hand on Sasha's shoulder and say, I know that a Turan couldn't do anything for Elsyan. But if you give me a day, I can bring him back, but it might not be to a body he knows.
Give it your best shot. I think I need some alone time and a long rest.
We all do.
Travel around the corner, you see, and you fit 2 and 2 together, now realizing what this means. You see Elsyan's stuff lying on the ground, a pile of ash wrapping around it. You see the destroyed bloom otherwise pulling apart. And you see Queglod move up and a blue spirit enters into Nightmaker.
Okay, I think I've just twigged what's going on here. How do we fix this? Does greater... I don't know. Sasha, what you did with a bod's arm, can you do that to a whole body?
If there was something left, maybe. But there isn't. Now, I don't know how. I don't know when. If we're going to bring this motherfucker back. Understood? This is...
How
in the
much
nicest
of something
possible
left
way.
would you need?
I don't know. It's something that isn't dust.
Okay,
If we had
well,
some of his blood, maybe? I don't know. I
it's all right.
don't know.
His soul is safe. We can take our time with this. Don't panic yourself too much.
Would
In
there
the meantime,
blood on the ground?
There would be some blood on the ground, but it would be mixing with the dirt. It wouldn't be much.
I
Depending
don't
on the
think I was
nature.
hit by anything that would actually cause me to bleed, was it? Would I? I was hit by a death ray, which I would figure would necrotize everything, and then disintegration, which
Yeah,
I'm
which turns
going-
everything
I'm
to
going
dust.
to be
What was
where
the point of
also-
damage you took previously? Because you
It
took a
was
major
down-
rupture.
That was
Yeah,
major
but-
rupture. That does bloody stuff.
No, I know, but I'm asking what the previous source of damage
I mean, I can't remember what, because I took a source of damage a couple of fights ago, and I just didn't. Wasn't last fight, it was the fight before, and I can't remember what it was.
didn't need
There
short
might be
rest.
some stuff. There was a short rest, but I didn't heal during the short rest because I didn't think it was worth it. It wasn't. I just want you to know that was all of 7 hit points. So that wasn't going to save me.
Probably one of the ice spears hit him or something.
I'm going to look. I'm going to be looking through like the remains to see if there's even like some dried blood on his clothing or anything at all. Like
Depending on what the spell would need, that might matter. But you can go ahead and investigate. You find his blood in various spots around the area, but depending on what it needs, matters.
I'm gathering as much of it as possible because even if it's something, I can at least try and get make something happen.
And then Sasha one of the reinforced jars.
Thank you.
I might be able to do something with blood as well with reincarnate. I'm not sure.
Basically, what I'm thinking is we have his soul, and if we can get enough of his body back, even if it's just like trying to pull some bullshit by channeling regenerate through a reincarnation using the blood as a catalyst and his soul as a foci, we might be able to get away with this.
Reincarnate
That's
makes an
what-
entirely new body.
That's true,
Yeah,
but
but
it
says
generally is a bit weird.
It says I need to touch a humanoid or a piece of a dead humanoid.
Hence
Blood dust.
why
That
is technically a lot of
dust
dust.
doesn't count.
That's
So the
true.
dust would work?
As much as I want Elsyan back, the
Yeah.
dust doesn't count.
Dust wouldn't count. It's where the blood would count.
Is a blood a piece of the humanoid?
yes, sort
Could I
of.
theoretically?
Here's
Kinda.
what I'll say. If you wish to use blood for reincarnate in the future, there will be a roll.
Look, I'll take any chance I've got, honestly.
It's a chance. That's all I can
We'll
really
take
do.
whatever chance we can get. Whatever remains that I can verify are from Elsyan, I'm gathering them as much as
Okay.
possible.
Proceed
Okay,
to stoop down, gather things up.
I'm
Gonna say
just
something?
going to post.
I will take
Hold on, Sasha. What are you
Hair.
going to say, Sam?
Just looking up something, and let me just post this, and then you guys go. This isn't a big problem.
Is this to me or?
No, this is just straight up into the Dawnseeker's chat. That's definition for disintegrate. Third paragraph.
I know what disintegrate does, but technically this isn't a disintegrate
Put it in the
spell.
secret chat.
No, I'm
No,
not
I didn't.
You haven't put it in any chat yet.
Oh,
I have.
It hasn't come through.
It's under
No,
the
I've not got it.
I'm looking at it.
a disintegrated creature and everything is wearing and carrying except magical items are reduced
Yeah,
to
yeah,
bars
yeah.
of great dust. The creature
That's
can
third
be
paragraph.
restored to life only by the means of a true resurrection or a wish.
Not quite as bad.
So unfortunately, it would be the
Well, I can't learn any of that, so yeah.
It wasn't loading up for me on my computer, which is annoying.
It's weird. That might be weird on my end. I've been getting some weird issues with my internet all session. I blame the heat and BT.
I'm still gathering every part of you I can, because fuck it, we've
Okay.
done some weird shit before, and we can make new spells. If we have 3 magic users who have 7th level spells, maybe we can make that equal a true resurrection. And
We can
rebuild the body.
On Malcom.
if we can rebuild the body, that's something.
You can make a body, but it's not guaranteed to be the body it used to be.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
That's fair enough, but we need something approaching a body, because the main problem with it is that it's disintegrated, which is why you need True Resurrection or a Wish spell, because they do crazy shit. Because normal Resurrection doesn't bring back... it needs a full body. True Resurrection or it needs a body for the most part. This is why gathering up the bits of him is a possibility, because maybe we can, through some abhorrent bullfuckery, return him to some sort of life. Like,
Bro,
if
True
we can make
Resurrection
a
is
portion-
created you power.
Hmm?
With the original doesn't exist.
true resurrection makes you. Rook, what were you going to do with the head? Are you just carrying it or?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
aware that's why.
it's in. I've put it in the bag for the time being.
Basically, the reason True Resurrection and Wish are the only ones that work is because their body is disintegrated. If we can make a body that is ostensibly Elsyan's body from his blood, there's wiggle room, theoretically.
True, Malcolm can make a body out of. Malcolm,
body.
what's that spell that you've got?
Reincarnate.
Reincarnate,
Oh,
but
it's that one.
I need to have a piece of his.
And we've got blood, so I'm saying if I can.
Unfortunately, I'm with Sam with what he posted. With disintegrate,
Yeah.
it does specify that there are 2 key
It
methods.
specifies the 2 spells.
So
there's with your crafting system, Chris, I would argue that there probably is some wiggle room. But
yeah,
reincarnate
does also specify.
it specifies it needs a piece of it, and I think blood doesn't quite count.
Yeah, and even
Which
if you
is
could
why
make
I'm
a body,
saying
it
if I'm
says the
using
spell
the regenerate
fails
on it.
if the original body was going to succeed.
Yeah, it's
At this
it's
point, you'd look more towards the clone spell, for trying to use his blood to remake a body for him.
Alright, let's go speak to Abbott and pay him a lot of money to bring back our dumb fucking elf.
What if your dumb fucking elf doesn't want to be back, huh? What if he's done with
And
your
my dumb fucking elf will shut up and let the adults deal with it now.
Yes, babe.
He is
Whatever-
dumb enough to die.
Yes, babe. Whatever you say.
Now, you gotta figure out how to get out of here. Because they sealed us back in.
Right. I'm just going to be looking around this place to see if there. What would it take me to look around this place to try and locate any shit in here that I don't that is like that is there anything in here that is lootable or worth taking?
You look
Like-
around. As imaginable by a prison, there's nothing in here. There's dust from, now you realize, previous people who were petrified and eaten. You see what look to be bits of bone that are just left to one side. You see other bits of damage that have been done to the crystal in various locations, where the mirrors have been marred in specific places, presumably so that she can wander around easily.
locate the shard?
It was in her eye, and it's currently in Rook's bag.
I've got the head. I took the entire head.
Yeah.
Right.
And did Elsyan's body drop the other shards? Or...
Nope.
Okay.
I think that's sort of like a soul magic thing. Like it might be in his soul.
Like it's maybe. I can look into it.
Yeah, you can just have a conversation with the dead elf.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Malcom?
I was gonna say I'm gonna start making my way back up steps and stuff, back up towards where they sealed us back in it, to see if I can make a way for us to get out.
As you move back up, you kind of place your hand against the surface of the crystal, and you see that the crystal is otherwise breaking, cracking. You see what you'd imagine would be the magical seal on the other side, which you saw when they were incantating the spell, has broken. The creature dead, imprisonment no longer has anything to bind to, and thus it's naturally going to cave in.
Before we head off,
Fuck.
do you think it might
Not
be a good
in here,
idea?
just the crystal pathway.
Okay.
So it means if you want to get out, you're going to need a way to try and dig your way out safely without worrying about cave-ins. Alternatively, there are other methods.
How thick is this? How thick is it?
It's a 30 to 40 foot thick level of crystal.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna dig through it with fabricate. I can make a 5-foot cube of 8 5-foot cubes to make a tunnel.
So you sit below it and you proceed to fabricate for the next however long.
You don't need to do that.
Why not? It just
It
takes
can
10
turn
minutes.
into a wiring and dig through it.
Yeah, but that's gonna take ages, isn't it? We've established it takes a while. So why
It takes a while to dig, and also with digging it can cave in behind you. With fabricate, it's just here's a 5-foot chunk and just cuts a cube out of it.
Alright, I'm running.
Do we to go
So it's a 40-foot long.
Hold on.
long
Everyone's
5 foot.
talking. So you're going to fabricate. Malcom said that's okay.
Go
Bern,
back to Tower King.
we're going to what?
We need to go back to Tower King.
To get Salamander
Yes.
and Direwolf, yes.
That's what we're going to do. Because we need to get there.
I'm gonna say I'm taking the body.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the entire thing, just in case Prince Blood manages to pull some bullshittery with the body.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
fair
So
point.
you're going to lump it over your shoulder.
Yeah. The headless carcass.
A headless carcass.
It's a bit brutal, isn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna take that.
So, as the fabricate is made, you otherwise carve a staircase out. What do you do with the extra crystal? Sasha?
I don't know. I'm going to turn it into a. I'm going to turn it into a statue of Elsyan.
Okay. So there's now a statue of Elsyan down here on the surface of the sinkhole inn. As you carve the staircase up, it forms this statue, and each of the crystals looks down at the rest of you, and you don't seem to be able to form a link. So they all look around a bit confused.
I don't know if you can understand me,
They all look towards you.
but the one that could speak to you has unfortunately perished. We defeated the creature inside there. Hopefully, it'll stay dead now.
You watch as they bow their heads, and you watch as in the surface of their faces begin to crack. And you watch as a number of them begin to become stationary and crumble.
Thank you for all you've done.
We should label the statue.
Oh, there's like a little
plaque at the bottom.
It says Elsyan,
What
the
a cunt.
dumbest fucking elf to ever live.
I just got to south air, but I really hope that it's like, is Elsyan got his middle finger up or anything like that?
Oh,
Like, 'cause I'm-
100% of course.
Brilliant.
He's
So
got
he's
his,
in
he's
the
got his middle
entranceway.
finger up. His left hand is out extended, middle finger up, and his right hand is holding an umbrella sword over his shoulder.
Nice. So he's in the entranceway. So the way I envision this is a Prince of Blood is going to come down here to try and rescue her. And there's just going to be this Elsyan statue flipping him off.
I like this. I'm okay with this.
I mean, you know that's how we would have wanted to go out.
100%.
Oh,
Literally is how we went out in that arena fight.
fuck you. I mean,
Okay.
All right. Just so it's known, I'm going to. I don't care what it takes. I'm bringing you the fuck back. If I have to divine intervention every fucking day for the next year until I get a good roll, I am going to be like, Aturan, bring back my boy. Aturan, bring back my boy. And I'm just going to keep doing that constantly.
My God.
Wait, does divine intervention only have a long cooldown if it succeeds?
Succeeds,
Seven
correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just
that's
long rest until it works.
Okay. You travel
Hey,
out.
Aturan, you want to think again about bringing back my Elsyan? Hmm?
Travel out of here, moving up around the chamber here, traveling through the crystal area with the dead worm carcasses. Traveling past that over the next half an hour, traveling the entire distance under the spider lair, which now there are small pouring bits of goo falling out of the holes in the ceiling from where a number of them have probably died, and the goo is now running out of. You travel onward, making your way towards the ways up and down the elevators. How are you going to otherwise escape?
I will use hunter animals and make like any big bird, doesn't matter what, probably vultures to carry everybody up.
Okay. You use them traveling out, flying upwards out of the middle one, I think it is. As you make it to the surface, you travel your way back towards the garrison. As you see the lights in the distance, you're carrying your own of what looks to be the guards, as they're now all facing your way. Some of them are arming themselves, notching their crossbows as they look towards you.
All dead.
Oi! We're fucking alive. Stop! Don't kill us, please. Name's Sasha Smashfist. We're the Dawn Seekers. What do you need to know?
As you shout this out, the individual, the captain there, looks over and immediately kind of puts his hand up for them to all stop. Right, so you've made it back. What luck?
Yes. Hmm?
What?
Everything down there is dead. You should be fine now. The spiders are gone. The creepy thing underneath there's dead. Killed some purple worms. Lost one of ours. Don't worry. I'm gonna shout at God until he comes back.
He can tell the tone in your voice you're not happy. Right. Let them. They let you through, travelling through the gate and outwards. The captain just looks at you and goes, "Thank you for what you've done."
No worries.
I think we could all do with a rest at the moment. Perhaps we
Yes.
could do a full debrief tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. It's getting late anyway. You better get some rest.
God,
Us too.
I hate this job sometimes. No offense, but this fucking sucks sometimes.
You head out into the world as what sounds to be the crickets and other beasts and insects of the night otherwise click and squeal as you see guards moving back and forth. Quite a few of them watch as a number of the guards begin to leave. A few of them begin to leave their posts, swapping over with others now at this night time. You are otherwise led to the barracks. You are brought to a number of spare rooms, hard stone floors, with a basic straw bed. Not the most comfy thing in the world, but will do for the night. As each of you rest up, complete your long rest. Everyone will level up. Go ahead and give a look at what you're going to be doing. I would like everybody to move to the other room, and I would like to simply have just Elsyan. If everybody could move to the other room.
I'm just going to
Just to
say,
double check, that's 14.
I'm going to bring you back, you fuck.
14.
You don't have a choice in
Yeah.
this.
14, so that's some big things for some
If
people.
I come back, can I come
Yeah.
back with something other than a mystic? Please. I'll make a pact with a fiend if I have to.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
How bye. How bye.
you feel the strike against you. You watch as the dark black beam hits you. Farnsworth blocks it, and you feel breathe. You're safe, you're alive. And in that moment, you watch as it creeps away, and in a source of vengeance, a green beam strikes your upper torso. There's a moment where you feel scared and cold. Bits of you begin to fall inwards. You feel different. And in that moment, you collapse onto one knee, falling to one side as you crumble to dust. Your consciousness leaves you. That moment, you feel the darkness around you. It's strange. A light green hue mixing in, curdling with the midnight black of this space. You feel your body pulled into a space as you stand among grassy fields. You see, currently standing there, two individuals you recognize, sparring. You see Behold, and you see Chronicle.
That was not what I was expecting, that's for sure.
As you stand there, you watch as a third form appears between them. A dark, hazy, black and red form. You know this form as whatever the shard entity is.
That is more what I was expecting. I'm gonna approach the three of them.
As you approach the three of them, Behold and Chronicle look at you before they look at the other being, and they go to speak, but nothing comes out.
I put my hand up and a sort of don't even bother. And I'm going to address the being, as I'll call her directly. Sorry, couldn't get the other two parts of you. I tried.
You only had one to go.
Only one? Or two?
Yes. The last one died within your proximity. I have otherwise claimed it.
Huh? What? Wait. Oh! Oh! It worked!
They killed it.
They killed it.
Now you have it. The last one. You watch as she gestures, and the fields around you begin to be replaced, almost in a digital fashion where blocks are pulled away and replaced with a stone monolith before you. Temple you have seen in your visions a few times. You watch as she gestures to it. Only the syringe to go. As the form begins to solidify to a halfling form and female. A set of goggles atop the head, still dark and misty, as it stands there with its arms crossed.
Is this a true form?
Getting there. One more to go.
You're a halfling. Interesting. I expected something a bit more eldritch, I'll be honest.
There are individuals who have learned magic beyond their natural comprehension. Before me, of course. Most of them were eldritch.
Yeah, don't need to tell me about beings that had more power than they should have. Wonder what I can do. Well then.
So, what are you going to do now that you're dead?
Relax. Not worry about my bitch of a mother.
Very true. You did destroy what she left within you.
No, that's good to know. That's really quite good to know.
It's also bad to know.
Is it?
Depending on the method it brings you back, you may or may not have your psionics.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, oh shit.
But, don't worry.
Don't worry.
That's where I come in. She holds up the 4 shards.
What are you...
If you want, can't send you back, but I can change the way you think.
Well, so if they do so if those 5 manage to get me back, I will still be able to do something.
Yeah. You can either choose to keep your psionics, as little as I know about it, or you can go for something more close to home.
I have to say, psionics is complicated.
Very true.
Makes things tricky. I enjoy it, but I was never very creative in its use. It's
Maybe
more-
true, but if you can break away from your mother's restraint, maybe she'll lose her grip on you. After all, you're holding her in place.
That is true.
While you live, she wants to exist still. Once you die, she dies, technically.
So I die, I take her with me. Is that what you're saying?
It's more of a metaphor.
Ugh.
Originally, I've been watching since the beginning on all the things you've seen and experienced. You know that your mother has a link on you. She planted something within you long ago. Your memories were taken by someone and something. You otherwise know that your baby sister has been born.
She's been born.
Oh,
I thought
now.
my mother was. That was quick.
Wait, no. No, timeline-wise, she hasn't. No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she hasn't been born. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
That's in a few months.
Wow. Okay, that's an early birth.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
You have a baby sister on the way, and you know that your mother has something, but she seeks to attain your psionic power. If you don't have any more psionics, what's there to attain?
True. Very true. Although I worry what she's got planned for that poor little girl.
Well, it'll be several years before she can manipulate her, and you'll have plenty of time once this is all over to retribute and win the courts.
Yes, but not when I'm dead.
True. That's why I'm saying if they bring you back. If you were to lose your psionics and, say, take up wizardry, that would be something.
Me, an actual proper wizard.
True.
Ugh, right. For the mask, that's a. I don't think I could do wizard. It all strikes me as a bit weird. Studying. I was never good at it. Got the brains for it, sure. I just don't care.
Well, it's your call. Take them if you wish. If your friends bring you back, then wonderful. If not, 10 days I will drop them. I will return them to, not their location, but to the one who currently holds your soul, the Halfling Queglod. She can decide what to do with them.
You're going to give the shards to Queglod.
If they don't bring you back in 10 days,
That's
they will
probably
drop.
the smartest choice.
They'll drop from the lantern. But if you're brought back, they'll remain with you. You, after all, trusted me.
Very well. Give me. Yeah, give me a bit of time. I need to decide if I even want to go back.
Of course.
Ugh,
They've got time. They'll need
Right.
to rest. They'll need to prepare. For now, she claps her hands. Farnsworth, would be so kind as to let your master Elsyan rest and get some food and drink in his bed. You watch as the area around you is reconstructed into a grand manor. Something only in your dreams are reminded of. House where you once slept, where you sat and spoke with your brothers and your kind family. As Farnsworth hands you the drink and food.
Oh, I've missed this. Peaceful. Simple. No running off trying to save the world from a Prince of Blood. Not listening to the skulls that Rook was carrying, like, clack against each other. Disapproving looks from Queglod. And, of course, The massive insults from Sasha. Should have spoken to the other two more. Actually spoken to them.
Well, if you go back, at least you'll know to try that. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yes. 2020. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'm going to drink some tea.
Of course. Remember, she places one of the shards on the table. Simply ask. Take it. You can change. Watch as she fades, and you are left to rest. Drinking tea, Farnsworth pours it for you, a luxurious brand of simple white leaf tea from the Elven Kingdoms, the frosted sugar of the upper class, mixing in with the golden cutlery and the golden inlaid china cup which sits before you. As you take a sip, the flavors mixing perfectly and into a luxurious something that you've missed.
This is perfect. Thank you, Farnsworth.
You're welcome, sir. Bows and otherwise wanders off to retain food and drink. As he wanders off, you watch him go as he moves through a doorway, pushing it open. Let's go and get the others. Special.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'll grab them.
Thank you.
There you go. I gave them a polite message.
What did you... I don't know what to
Come
say.
on back, you bitches, I said.
Alright,
Fair enough.
and
I'm still dead.
okay. Time
Okay.
to nag a god then.
You wake up in the morning, first thing. Go ahead and roll me a D100, Sasha. As you sit down, you pray, you prepare, clasp and hope.
Oh, God.
18. Close. Not quite.
How low does it need to be?
The lowest level, which is 14.
40. Oof.
As you...
Does anyone want to use the opposite, the one that's the opposite of bless on me?
Bane?
Yeah, minus
Reduce a
1d4.
D4. Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, it wouldn't work like that. But you focus and you hear the response. I might have something for him, but I'll need to find it. You'll owe me for this if this succeeds.
Oh shit.
That's fair enough, but I am not giving up on one of my few friends.
Okay.
I can't. I haven't got it in me.
The rest of you, is there anything you wish to do?
No.
I'm gonna.
Besides for take care of the debriefing. No, not really.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna buy around like anything.
I mean, I guess I'll check in on Elsyan's soul, see how he's doing.
Okay. You detect there are more than one souls in there. You recognize this. You recognize Behold, Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
You also recognize Elsyan and another. The another
Oh,
isn't
it's
quite
fucking-
whole, but it doesn't seem to be hostile.
Honestly, this might be a blessing in disguise. We're going to be able to yeet his soul out of. We might have just, managed to yeet the mother's soul out whilst keeping her powers in Elsyan.
So, as each of you go about the day trying to figure out what your next steps are going to be with the absence of one party member, you sit down and think. You hear the words of the townsfolk inviting you and the guards inviting you to a feast. Given the success and the clearing of the mines, a squad was sent in finding and successfully carving the remains of the purple worm and gathering what needed to be gathered, they brought the things back and attained to the success, but also to the homage, as some of them did find Elsyan's statue. You hear of what has occurred and how you will each be, if you wish to, you can work and join in the feast. And whoever wishes to give the debriefing, I'll handle that out of session and see what you say and what you can learn depending on what to do. Who would
I
like to do
want
that?
to get a giant urn. So I can put this body in it, so I'm just lugging a body around. Until I work out how to get the body
They could probably get you a pot.
Yeah, that'll do.
Just fold it in there.
Just squish it in, yeah, just
Yeah.
strength.
Okay.
Brute strength.
Yeah.
Question: do you have any issue with me just burning that thing to a fucking crisp?
I want to make sure that that thing is not just burnt, but gone, completely gone.
Well, my intention was burn it into ash because I don't think that would be like the same thing as disintegrate, wouldn't it?
Would it? Does it
Yeah,
work? Like that?
Maybe.
Like the only reason disintegrate you have to bring those you use those two spells is because there isn't a body left. If it's just ash, it's the exact same thing.
I could just disintegrate it as well.
That also works.
Also works.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm
In
going
that
to
case,
talk.
we just need to keep we just need to look after the head then.
Yeah. But before you do that, I'm going to look in the body, see if there's anything that could have anything to do with the Prince of Blood. Like maybe there was a crystal or something that she could contact with him, or
Okay.
she had something that belonged to him.
Oh hell, she's clearly a unique monster. We could totally grab some resources. Grab a heart out.
This is true.
Make me a investigation check. And Sasha, make me a medicine check. We'll be ending his too. But this is actually really relevant.
18 plus 10, 28.
28.
Investigation. I'm
Everyone
currently looking
or-
at character sheet. One take.
Who?
My investigation is 6, so that's 9.
Who rolls this, or I didn't hear.
Who else is here?
Who gets to roll it? I didn't
Oh,
hear.
it was Sasha looking and checking the body for its organicness, and but Rook was digging through the body. Digging through the body, you find body parts. That's about it. Each of the body parts and the organs seems to come from a different creature, as you ascertain, Sasha. None of them are distinctly identifiable, but there are ones which are distinctly not humanoid in here. Lungs, hearts, stomach, pancreas, intestines, they are all weird. But notably, there are some bits of this. The body is completely smooth on the outside, suggesting that it is otherwise stitched up in various areas. It's strange. The construction of it is more flesh golem-esque than creature, suggesting potential construction. But as you...
Body.
Do you wish to take care of the head as well, or just the...
I'd like to look at the head. I guess leaving the eye intact because that contains the shard.
You...
No, cutting the head up.
I want the blood
This
from
is
the head.
a prized possession. This.
Look, you can have the skull, but I'm going to clean out everything else. Okay?
I want the blood.
Okay. Look,
I
I'm separating
may
it
actually-
out into the bits and pieces people want. Okay? We're keeping the eye intact, the skull intact, and we're giving
The
some
blood.
blood to Bern because he's, got a fetish.
Queglod, you were going to
Vanity
say?
boy. The big eye, it makes sense to keep intact for now, but the ones on the stalks I could potentially make some use out of for enchanting.
Yeah.
Since I can deconstruct them to learn their properties and
Okay. Something
potentially create some strong things.
Some-
Everyone seen
notes.
this Sleepy Hollow movie?
As Rook reaches into his bag and pulls the head out, you notice that the eye's pupil is missing. The shard is no longer there.
What?
Motherfucker!
It was there? When's what?
It was there.
Queglod, can you please check on Solzian?
Let me take a look. Hold on.
Can you please
What's-
not call me Solcian?
What's going on with the Is the incomplete soul?
Yeah.
Is that the same as it was when I last checked it?
Did you check it before you went to sleep, or did you check it when you woke up?
Before, I thought.
I thought we
I
checked it before.
think so.
Okay. You check it before you go to sleep. It's the same as it was that it is now.
Okay.
Can you ask Solzian a question then, or just be like, come on, you've got the soul in there. You should be able to do something with it. I don't know.
Maybe I might be able to. I might be able to try and communicate with it. When was the last time you looked at the eye and saw the shard? Rook.
When I was decapitating it.
Okay, interesting.
The people there when I was decapitated?
I'm gonna look at Nightmaker and say, you better have it in there, Elsyan, or I swear to God, I'm coming in there and beating you up.
Try me, bitch.
A little soul.
I like to imagine this is all relayed through Felipe.
Try me, bitch.
My God.
I don't know if I can do that. I doubt it.
I mean,
Oh. Regardless, when I point the eye at someone, does it happen to cut off their magical connection at all?
Nope.
Yeah, let's try. All right, you have this then. You want the skull, right? It's the skull that you specifically want, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna take every other bit off and just hand it over to Queglod. Like, okay, you do enchanty things with that, okay?
Sat in the middle of the
Because
barracks,
it's just
Sasha
like a
takes a
sack of-
knife or axe or some sharp object, maybe a table leg, I don't know, and begins scooping bits off, maybe even with a spoon, and giving them to Queglod for later while trying to successfully clean.
I got a medicine check of 28. I am doing this with surgeon-like precision.
Yeah, make me a survival check for carving. The DC probably won't be that high, seeing as you know roughly how this thing's going to be constructed given your medicine.
Malcolm's just sitting there looking at this, wondering.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but that's survival. That's still like a... that's a 9.
Okay. You're given a
I
spoon.
think there comes a point where I'm just eating flesh
You're given a
Queglod.
spoon. Quite a lot of the flesh isn't the easiest thing to use, but then when you use the blunter end of the spoon, you're able to like pry bits off. A little bit crusty, but you begin to pry bits off. You're going to need to give the skull a clean. Inside the skull is the brain. The brain has since begun to dry, and there is no blood, as it has been at least 8 hours since the corpse is dead, and thus its blood has otherwise drained and mingled, turning into a sludge in the bottom of Brook's bag.
Oh, yes.
Smells
Does
going to
it
be
look
Can we
awful.
Can we still use it?
There should be plenty still inside the body because it couldn't have been all dragged out. There should at least be stuff in the legs.
I mean,
Can we?
its entire body was basically split open with major rupture, and once a body dies, the blood and the water in the blood split, so it will just become a sludge. It's been in a pot or on the floor for basically 8 hours, so most of it's gone, given its grievous wounds.
Does it look like it could be edible?
The body or the sludge?
Can the
The
brain be
body.
preserved?
And the what, Bern?
The brain.
The brain?
The brain.
Yeah.
Can it be preserved?
Potentially. It's taken some damage, so it won't be worth nearly as much, but as a brain, it's potentially... In terms of what's edible, yeah, no, you wouldn't want to lick that off the floor. You wouldn't want to lick anything off the floor in here, but that specifically,
I mean,
no.
I mean, just
I
the
mean, I've already
body.
eaten one
The
brain.
body, not the blood.
True. Maybe you just got... Maybe you're brain intolerant. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll try it. Save it.
What are you going to preserve it in? I'll say if you want to, you can buy a jar of pickles and jam it in that for like
I mean,
2
I
silver
have to-
pieces.
I assume it doesn't fit in the reinforced vial.
No, not in the vials, no.
I have a jar.
Okay. You put it in the jar,
Yeah.
you fill it with brine or something. as you decide what's going to go ahead, and we'll get back to the rest of this next session. We'll go ahead and close out there as the party thinks about Elsyan, the various things that have happened in the past few days, and what this means going forward. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next week for the next session. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.